Whoosh. There was no whoosh. I got no fire this time. Sadness. All right. I think we are live. It looks live. Are we? Hello. I guess I'd probably fix my cam and zoom it in. It's the little things that make it a production quality, endeavor. All right, I think we're waiting on Linda, but we'll get started because y'all were at the tail end of this combat. So we're back Tuesday night D&D, Dungeon of the Mad Mage, episode 59. Cray. I put up with these guys this long, even longer for some of them. Let's do introductions. Let's get this game going because we apparently they may be going topside, and the haberdashery is frantically cleaning the shop because they feel like they may have visitors. Felinial, you're up first.
Felinial is the 12th level wood elf druid fire elemental.
Currently,
that's right. Yep. Kieran.
Hey, I'm Kieran Songspell. I'm a level 12 wizard fighter blade master, high elf.
Quetzal.
I am Quetzal, a lizard folk, 12th level fighter paladin.
And Shadow.
I am Shadow, the 12th level scout.
Like I said, we're missing Linda, the half-elf bard wizard extraordinaire, who's late or tardy, as they said, to the game. So, they'll just have to do without him. Everybody should have a map in front of them. We last left off. Y'all had ventured into this room to find two huge mutated drow that were just extremely large standing females that were unfortunately not, they weren't very pretty anymore. They were hideously deformed with bulging muscles and long dirty white hair, and just they chunk some rocks at you and then kind of smash down. They have some wrought iron chandeliers as weapons. They swatted at y'all a few times. I think they got Shadow once, didn't they? And they got Quetzal too, it looks like. Yep.
They got me pretty good.
Yeah. So, we didn't get
Although I fit back pretty well as well.
Yeah, The old,
Ninjas.
the key punching, one of those favorite maneuvers, the bamf punch, bamf out. Anyway, so that's where we pick up the action, where we left off last Tuesday, and I believe we're at the top of the order, and that'd be Quetzal. So Quetzal, have at it, man. What are you gonna do? That's good. That's good to know.
I'm going to use my bonus action to utter a vow of enmity as a channel divinity so I can have advantage against this.
Ooh. Scary. Quetzal.
And then I'm going to... I don't remember which weapon I was using.
I believe you're using your longsword.
That would make the most
That would be it was your dagger.
No, I don't use the dagger for combat. It's for carving up bodies.
It was your mouth.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because he's the one that bit down on his crystal golem, figuring it was going to taste good. Shattered some of his teeth instead. Alright. Slicing away. Oh, you got a crit.
Nice shot.
Alright, Kieran, you're up next.
All right, I'll move out to here.
Hmm.
And I will just, I think this thing's beat up pretty good. We've been smacking on it, so I'm just gonna use a chill touch.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not quite good enough. And I want to just take my cool little spot back here behind this column.
Mm-hmm. Shadow.
Just a moment here. Okay. It's weird, my computer keeps freezing for some reason. I'll do this first. Okay, I'm like totally locked up here.
What would you like me to do for your character? What are you going to do?
I'm gonna have him run in, and I'll use my dagger to attack.
From behind.
Of course.
Oh, he didn't say that.
Well, it's Shadow. He always attacks from behind.
I would never assume. Never assume. All right. So, apparently he thinks he's going to get advantage on that shot. I don't know why. All right. Dagger. Wipes. And you miss. Just joking. I'm assuming you want your sneak attack damage on there too.
Yes, please.
All right.
I'll try to do a key strike. And try to stun.
Here's your key strike. Is this just an unarmed? You're popping and then hitting. All right.
No, it's already hit, so you just have to see if they save.
Oh, I thought you still had to punt. Okay, gotcha. Okay, let's see. Where is that then? Stunning strike. Okay, gotcha. All right, so on save. She saves.
For the 28.
I'll try my second attack.
Hit. That's a regular damage. Okay. Done.
And then I'll use my Bamfing ability to basically go back to where I was.
Done.
And I think I'm going to try rebooting my computer and seeing if that fixes things.
Okay. Alright. So her turn. She not liking this, and so she's got 2 attacks. So she rotates this chandelier and drops it on Wetzel the Quiet. And she swings again.
Ooh, that one's hit.
Ooh, and Quetzal goes down. Under blows of a heavy iron chandelier. And she giggles and she turns to face the fire elemental, but it's not really going to matter because he's just going to run right through her. Alright, Linder, he's not here yet. Well, shit. What does he normally do? What's he got spell-wise? I mean, Jeez Louise. We can't do lightning bolt. Hit Felina unless he moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Isn't this thing like 25 feet tall?
It is a large, what do they say these things are? It is a huge. It's, yeah, standing over you. Did I actually give a, let's see. 52 pillars.
They're the same size as giants, right?
It's 24, they're 24 feet tall, it says. Yeah. Yeah. So, stroke 100 feet, 5 feet wide, blast out for you. Yeah, so guess what? You're trying to aim for the head. That's what you're wanting. Yeah, so. Alright, well, what's he got spell slots wise? Is that gonna. He's got one left of that. Or he could cast it
Hey,
up
go for
high.
it. Try it.
Why not? You know, he's not here. It's, hey. Okay, so he's going to 1, 2, 3 step out here a little bit to get a better angle, and he will. She fails, so she's gonna get her hair done here. She's gonna get a little frizzy. All right, and
Not a great roll.
Surprised he survived that.
she did, and he steps back to his spot. All right, fire boy. She's not looking good.
Yeah, I go through.
Whoosh.
And that will get her. Where's my damage? Another.
Definitely on fire, and she's having a bad hair day. That should do it.
Well
Down goes Frazier.
Now,
Collapse.
Linder has a heal.
Yeah, he
I don't-
does.
I don't know if
Yeah,
he's back yet. Okay.
no, but yeah.
Oh, so you can do it in elemental form. All right.
Yeah, we're back. Fight's over.
Fight's over. Everybody goes and rush up to Quetzal. Are you hurting? Oh no, Quetzal, get up! Don't leave us.
So let's search these guys and see if they have anything interesting on them.
Please.
They have two massive chandeliers.
Yeah, they have massive chandeliers, but yeah, this room is empty outside of just the damage that they did to the area here in the back. According to this, the two in the back have been toppled over. They were sitting on the rubble here, and dusty marble tiles cover the floor, many of them cracked and broken. They were just here, hanging out on the piles, apparently. There's nothing on them. You're welcome.
They feel kind of out of place. We've not seen any of the giant drow before, right? We've all
No,
been-
oh no, you've not seen anything like this at all.
Yeah.
These were definitely.
And the tunnels and passageways we've come through aren't even big enough to support them for their height, right? Most of them.
They would have issues going anywhere outside. Yeah, outside anywhere once there were doors. That is correct.
And sorry, I know I got a lot of questions here, but
No,
the
you're fine.
murals and the pictures we've seen on the walls, none of them alluded to giant drow or any type. We haven't heard any
Nope.
lore or anything. Okay. Yeah.
No, most
So they
everything
were-
around here is drove fashion and all that, but no.
Yeah.
And this room's full of friezes of Dro warriors, carved all up and around the pillars on the walls and all that. So this is something new.
I'm trying to fit in how they work
Well-
out how they fit into this ongoing battle between the two factions. And so far, it's just a blank.
Well, you remember you've got something else here in this floor that you've got to deal with.
Yep.
Is that wall in that corner up there, Duff, or is there something up there?
There is a hallway. Sami.
Do you guys want to continue down here, or did you want to go back up to the surface?
Well, I don't remember talking our discussion about the surface other than Linder mentioned it, and I don't know exactly why. Maybe
So,
he wanted to buy me a new hat. I suppose that's probably an option.
Yeah, where is he? He was the one that was talking about going stopside tonight. And the haberdashery was all getting spiffied up. Yeah.
I mean, I have stuff I need to sell.
Yeah. Well, it's up to y'all. You don't leave the haberdashery waiting, though.
I'm still getting weird freezes.
Not sure what to tell you there, Big R. Not
No,
sure
it was
what to
working
tell you.
fine until it started trying to load some of Fantasy Ground.
Well, if y'all want to go back up to the surface, I have a spell for that.
What would that spell be, Brian?
Windwalk.
Oh, that's awesome.
To do what?
It basically lets us turn into wisps of cloud, and it gives us a flying speed of 300 feet.
Yeah, we're so super fast.
Yeah, so
Oh my.
and it can do me and up to 10 people. So I can take all of us and the halflings, and we can all windwalk the hell out of here.
Boy, do you really think that it's really 8 hours to get all the way up topside?
We want to get back to our
You would have to find spots. Yeah, you know,
know,
and yeah, I
we
know.
should save Vengeance. What were their names? Not, weren't there two halflings that we were
There were
in
two.
the
No, y'all have a
Wow.
band of halflings with y'all. There's tieflings,
tieflings?
that are in the wizard compound.
We should save them as well if we're gonna leave.
Well, they didn't want to leave with y'all yet when y'all left them.
Okay.
They were going to hang it out a little bit more and see if it was worth their time and effort to stay in the Hogwarts, evil Hogwarts. You know.
Evil Hogwarts, the undead Hogwarts.
So, but anyway, that's the question upon you at the moment. What are we doing?
I'm okay staying down here, and I'm okay going back. So it's
Yeah, I'm gonna go listen to this door while you guys are trying to figure out what's happening.
You can make me You do not hear anything.
I'll open it or try to.
You can. And you see a room. Door on the west side. And what you see before you is about a 20-foot high antechamber, but it's sunken with a few inches and covered wall to wall with humanoid skulls that are yellow and brittle with age. They look like cobblestones at first glance, but then you see that it's just a floor covered with skulls. And then you see a hallway going off to a west.
Hey, what are you guys doing over here?
I'm waiting for everyone else to chime in on what they want to do.
Decisions.
Linder hasn't made it yet, right?
No, he hasn't. I don't know what's
And
going on.
Shadow is got some PC problems.
Yeah, we're having just a lovely start of the show here.
Believe it or not, I think it might be my mouse that's causing the trouble.
Damn mouse. Well, then go
What about you?
topside. Go topside so you can be silly.
Yeah, that's fun. I think that's probably Linder's gonna miss out a little bit if he doesn't show up on getting the.
He's probably asleep. It's up to y'all. Y'all do what you want. But it gives time, Robert, to figure out his issues if you want.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And he can listen in. Oh, interesting. I found an an item in my inventory that I wasn't familiar with. It's called, I think if I pronounce this right, Kerrith's Spellbook. Kerreth.
Yeah, you picked that up while you weren't playing.
Excellent.
Yep.
I'm gonna need like 5 or 8 days.
To copy away.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you got a spell book.
I was actually looking to see what I could potentially have it looted to sell as well, topside, but I don't want to sell this spell book. So.
All right, so are we becoming windwalkers there, faux lineal?
Yep. If everyone's in agreement to go back upstairs, then yeah, we'll call the halflings in, huddle up, and I'll cast Windwalk, and we'll breeze our way out of here.
Yeah, they take a week or so. Or more. I mean, that's kind of funny. I mean, once you get down to certain levels, I mean, it really boils down to how often or much would the floors above repopulate and things happen and all that.
We're
so
basically moving as wind at 60 miles an hour, so I think it's even more than that.
Oh,
so it's fast.
It's fast, but still the timing. I'm talking about going back and forth and all that other fun stuff. All right, well.
Do we know what Linder wanted to sell topside? Do we have any idea of that?
Yeah.
Not that I know. But he won't have the fun of joining the haberdashery, so he'll just have to sell it. What's happening here? The map. Well, we're going. So we're getting ready to change off of it here. So they find themselves coming up out of the yawning portal, and they're at their. They walk into the Whispering Spirit, as it's called. To check in. Plant still hasn't blossomed, but he is really, it's sprouting little feelers and all that, but it hasn't been a month yet for the group.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So, but business is business, and y'all check in. You prop up your feet. You have a good meal. You get a bath.
And a bath.
Yeah.
Make sure Flineal takes a bath. Damn hippie. You smell bad.
He does. Smell him online. So, are we making our way to the haberdashery to sell stuff? Is that what's next?
Yep.
Would be my plan.
Well, oh my. Look who it is. It's the haberdashery. But they still haven't moved into their new buildings yet. They're still in Zeke's shop.
I wonder what the holdup is.
And maybe, it's the haberdashery. Come now. So the question is the haberdashery, who is here? When y'all walk up the street level, you're walking come the street level, you'll see, this goblinoid creature that is sitting. Oh my God, worst pun. All right, where are the other two? God help me. This is going to be crazy. Yeah, we're missing one. He decided to go fishing today out at the lake. How dare he take,
terrible idea.
A terrible idea,
I wish I could go.
But yes, the rest of the haberdashery crew is here. Busy bodies, fixing things up, and you're greeted. I don't know if they'd met Pun yet.
Nope.
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, so when y'all are coming up to the haberdashery's front door, you're greeted by this goblin top hat wearing.
So he's.
Uh-oh. Amai, you are roboting out. Uh-oh.
Very pixelated, yeah.
Might want to restart your Discordy.
Yeah, her internet's been acting up.
Acting up. Too. Oh, wonderful. But yeah, but the goblin is greeting everybody and giving them puns. You see all these jokes, that are pretty much fall on deaf ears as he continues.
Did you say the goblin had a hat?
He has a top hat on.
Top hat.
Nice.
Yep.
By the way, every pun that he throws out, The Grandmaster is on his back, rolling in laughter, loving every one of them.
No, he's not. Wes is.
As blue skin is, he's still somehow red because he can't breathe so hard. He's laughing so hard.
Can you
Yes.
put the names in the Discord chat or in the Fantasy Grounds chat just so I can see them?
You're talking about the haberdashery crew names? Yeah.
Yeah. Please.
They can change their nicknames real quick. They should be able to. Grandmaster, Punxsutawney.
Punxsutawney was the new one. Okay.
There's Lavinia, and then Varen is King Bashman. Varen. Yeah.
It's Punxsutawney Will.
God, help me.
By the gods, what did I do to deserve this?
No, that's what I'm asking myself every day.
We're so lucky to have such a helper.
Every time you'll notice that every time Pun makes a pun, Varen looks at his hand and you start to see like divine energy start to come out of it, and you can recognize it as he's getting ready to prepare a banishment spell, but he's debating on whether to use it or not.
Seems a little hostile there.
Yeah, and Zeke is just he welcomes all of y'all. He throws his hands up and he says he's got some business in the back room, but the rest of the haberdashery can attend to everybody's needs.
Dum dum dum.
Exactly.
Well, I can't get my voice that high.
No, try not to, please. Try not
Neither
to.
can I.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to compliment Pun on the hat. Nice hat, Pun.
Yeah, it's a haberdashery in there, but
I'm sure you didn't get it here,
he
unfortunately.
did not.
No.
We don't sell hats.
So, even though Pun and Zeke have a hat on.
You can have hats, we just don't sell them.
Oh, do you have any to give away?
No.
You need to ask Zeke on that one. I don't know.
No hats.
No, dum dum, no hats.
Right. Wes, you got to get out more often, pal.
No.
Oh my gosh. So Zeke is wondering, what such an illustrious crew graces the doors of the haberdashery.
What
Who's
do you
that?
want?
Yeah. Why are you here? Don't all speak at once.
Sorry, still trying to get myself up and running.
We missed you guys. It's been a couple of weeks. We expected you to maybe be moved into the new space, but obviously it's not gone as well.
In the top room. By the way, Pretzels, good to see them finally up and running. How are you doing?
No.
Okay.
That good, huh?
At this point in time, Quetzal feels a little tap on the back of his leg, and Pun will take his top hat off, reach in, grab him a pretzel, and hand it to him.
Does not take the pretzel. He just scowls.
Hello, friend. I think I'm.
Oh, she's back. Lavinia's
I'm
back
gonna
now.
Be phone bound for
It's okay.
a minute or so, I guess.
Quite
Definitely
all
sound
right.
clearer now.
Yeah, you sound fine. Yep, you're good.
Okay.
Quite all right. So once again, they what has brought this illustrious crew to the haberdashery? Why have you graced their doorsteps today? That's good. Good to know. They're
Man,
I'm
bashful.
here to sell some stuff and possibly buy new stuff.
yeah.
Correct.
Thanks, Loco.
Ooh.
It's a loco.
Loco's in stream. Everybody behave.
Stuff and sell stuff. That's what we do. Except
Hello.
So what is it that you have on your mind to sell today?
Well, that's
Yeah.
a very good question.
I know.
What kind of item do y'all have for sale?
Oh
We
shit.
don't know.
Where is Z? Oh, where did I pull Z? Oh, I didn't pull him out. Oh, that's not good. Let me add him back in here a second.
We would love to tell you, but we can't find the items list since we haven't moved yet.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's in a box
Inventory is a
somewhere.
problem, isn't it?
it
Oh,
is.
they're in boxes everywhere.
I mean, I think Zeke went fishing for T-Rexes or something.
Yes, yes.
Oh no.
Zeke is currently busy.
This
He's
is
not
gonna-
in right now.
Something about
But-
doom.
There's Zeke. Is this his
But
good?
if there's anything else,
Zeke. Let's see. Does Zeke have his stuff on his? Okay, yeah. So. Okay, yeah. So remember, they've got some potions. They've got some more. They got lots of little fun stuff. But they thought you said that you came to sell things. They are in the midst of moving, so a lot of inventory is kind of boxed up as they're moving. They're trying to get the digs they're remodeling and all that. Right, guys? Right? Haberdashery crew?
Very true. Pun, very good with the puns, but not very good at organizing boxes.
Yeah, I'm not a good boxer.
Can't take
Oh
a
my
hit at all. See, I did it too.
oh gosh, he
Oh,
he does
God
his
save me.
best.
I think
But I do have a very nice helm that I could sell, or at least for trade. Although quite interested in the type of potions that are available. There's a couple that come to mind. There's a potion of
Potion
spider climbing
and-
would be nice.
Potions and armor, you say?
Huh?
I think Theron would appreciate the armor, and I may be able to help with potions. Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Potion of spider climbing. Wow. Where are the potions? They probably would have something like that. That's not a very hard potion. Right? I don't. Potion of climbing or potion of spider? Well,
Oh, sorry. I think it's climbing. You're right.
I think it's just
spells.
potion of climbing. Yeah. I think So
you tell me, though.
yeah, I was looking. So yeah, I'm popping some in. So Zeke has his. We need to do that for everybody. It's one of those many things we need to do. I've got your XML files. We need to have y'all go shopping and have a kind of a list of things that y'all are carrying on you at all times, and that will be best. Basically, why am I? Oh, here comes Linder. I'll be damned.
Yay!
You have my shop XML file.
I do, but it's I didn't. I've cleared. I don't know why I cleared out the XMLs. Here, let me. Yeah, but you went. Yeah, you went like freaking wondrous. God items on your list. You're gonna.
No, I didn't.
He throws curveballs at me all the time. Oh, let's give this to them, like they need Vorpal swords.
Understood.
I
At
like the
one
Vorpal sword.
time, I gave somebody a Vorpal sword, Praetor. Even
He
I
says he
feel
can't join
guilty
because of
for
the
that.
bot.
Can't join because of the.
Oh,
Oh, my bad. It's because it's only 10 people in there. 1 second. Okay. Now you can.
Dumb bot.
Yeah, put 10 people in that room. That's my bad. Oopsie daisy. There he is. Okay.
So there's 3 potions I was looking for. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Duff.
No, you're quite all right. Please go right ahead and interrupt. So,
All right. So climbing, haste, and tongues.
Sounds like a Saturday night to me.
I know. Wow. What do you got planned? I think the whole haberdashery wants to be in on this.
no.
Yeah, the potion of climbing's easy. What's going on?
Perhaps I.
Yeah, I think climbing is just a common
Darts.
potion.
because Lavinia has potion making experience.
Yeah, so Lavinia will step up to that. She's got potions of climbing, which are 50 gold. And then you said haste, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I have an item in my inventory called an inlaid helm that we picked off one of the drow there. It's a platinum black metal molded in the likeness of a spider with carnelian gems for eyes. It's very nice. Just curious if that would make worthwhile trade.
Wait, you said it's a helmet?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a.
Probably for Varen. Varen, what do you make of this helmet?
It's not a helmet that you would wear. It's art, but it's a helm.
Yeah, it's a mantelpiece. It's not a true combat helm because it's made of platinum, and it's but it's been colored black, black platinum inlaid, but it's a black metal.
Oh, well.
Came from this. It's a drow art piece of work, and
I mean, we don't sell that, but I think we could probably buy them. What do you think, guys?
yeah, no. Does the haberdasher really want to do that? Take on
I don't know. It's not something that I'm particularly looking for.
Is a good question. Is a helm a hat? And then if it is a decorative helm a hat since it's not meant to be worn? And if it is, wow.
Yeah, you can't wear this. You can't wear this. You wouldn't want to wear this thing. It's heavy.
I mean, I want to wear it. I just wouldn't wear it into battle.
Probably not. It seems like a mantelpiece. Why don't you? Would you like it, Grandmaster, for decoration purposes?
You say it's drow. I'm an elf. I know a little bit. Let me see it.
Yep.
He hands it to you then.
I'm gonna look it over and expectantly wait for Duff to tell me anything about it.
It is just an ordinary art piece. There's nothing special about this other than it looks like, other than it, it's definitely made of platinum and it's got these carnelian gems for eyes. It looks like it's a spider, a face of a spider, and it's, they say it's worth 750 gold.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it ordinary. It's quite nice.
It's the haberdashery, so it's ordinary.
Yeah. I will reach back and grab the can and say into it, "Oh, Lord Praetor, what is the economy roll for today?"
Well, that would be on the person that's selling it in their persuasion roll that they would want to roll to see how well they think they're trying to sell this inlaid helm that they have. How much of a salesman is Kieran today?
Interesting.
I know, that seems like a lot for something that gives me the heebie-jeebies.
As much as I don't like drow, I do appreciate the art. I will give you 400 gold for it.
I mean, I think that's my skin crawl.
I'll take 400 gold for it.
Okay.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah, that's easy.
Do you have 400 gold on you, Grandmaster?
Grandmaster, you got that for a steal.
Do you got that money?
You could.
Yes, 400 gold.
You do have 4. You're fine. So yeah, Carrie, you can either remove that, you can put it in the party sheet, or you can just delete that from your sheet yourself, and then give yourself 400. You can have 400 gold on yourself now. They may be boxed up on supplies, but they definitely have a safe full of money.
The Grandmaster will immediately put it on and kind of run around the shop pretending to fight dragons or something.
And he runs into the wall.
Dear.
He runs into the walls sometimes because it covers his eyes, and you think
wall there.
Yeah, you're seeing rainbows and colors through the gems where the eyes are at, and you can't see for crap. So, my God.
Be careful, Grandmaster. Don't run into walls.
Wes has been gone way too long, folks.
Yeah, yes.
I am my guinea pigs these days.
But now the potion
Oh,
is
boy.
50 gold. Hold on a second now. Lavinia's calculating the potions that you were asking for. Where I closed the tables. I don't know. Is a potion? I guess is there a potion of haste or is it a spell of haste?
There's haste, and there's tongues, and there's climbing.
Climbing is easy. That's a fairly standard potion that's around all the time.
There's a scroll of haste.
Yeah, there's scrolls of haste. Yeah, I'm just trying to see where.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they don't like your tables. Most everything's in a scroll base because it's a spell, but then you convert them to.
I think there is a potion of haste.
I'm trying to look.
Kind of seeing it.
Looking through some of the potion tables and all that, and I was looking for tongues too.
The scroll. Oh well, you might not be able to create the scroll. I don't know that, but the scroll would work. It doesn't have to be a potion per se.
I may or may not have a couple of scrolls like that.
Yeah, the Vinny would have the potions. The Grandmaster would have the scrolls. Right.
I think the potion is called the potion of speed, not of haste.
Well, with that, in that thinking there, derp.
That's very possible, yeah.
It's quite possible.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, well, I mean, but there's haste as a spell. But the question is, would a potion be? Potion of speed is drink this potion and the effects of haste for 1 minute. Okay, so it is a potion of speed. Okay.
Yeah. But look at the price on it.
Yeah, I know. Well, he's gonna find out real quick. He's and the potions.
We're making your money back.
Yeah. So, they would lovingly try to sell you a potion of speed, but what was your persuasion roll there, Kieran?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I gave you a great deal on the helm, and obviously, we
constantly. They have a wide range of a room here to give you for.
That's the Grandmaster.
No, the potion is the potion of speed. Let's get that first. That's coming from Lavinia. So, would you roll your persuasion roll, Kieran?
You want to? Can I roll it out in the open? So
you can. Oh hell yeah, you can roll that out in the open.
Whoa!
Oh, damn! He rolled a 21, a natural. He is.
Oh, lovely.
He is batting his eyes at you, and he reaches up, to show you and to fluff his feather back and all that.
I flourish my hat,
but your feather's not there.
Oh
no!
It was on you in the street, but when you reach up to wave it and all that, it's for some reason it's not on the top of your hat at the moment, Kieran.
Can prestidigitation restore the feather? So as I flourish the hat and realize it's not there, I would love to make it just pop in the hat.
Prestidigitation doesn't. I don't think you can return something that wasn't there a minute ago.
And create a small item like that, but only lasts for an hour or so.
Oh,
I think it's.
You can make me a perception check, Kieran.
Okay.
I already know what's going on.
Don't you? It's typical. No. Oh no! Yes, you are cross-eyed for the moment. Yes, you were. You're looking for the feather, and now you're kind of it's not embarrassed and all that, but now it's just not there.
No, it is embarrassing. So so showing my head.
Yeah.
Is an odd thing for me, which is why I wear the hat. So it's a sign of respect that I'm showing respect. Obviously, people may not know that. It's like a cat showing you its belly. It's a comfort.
Yeah, he has a very scarred head, where when you were expecting elvish hair, he's got a very bad burn mark.
Do you need a greater restoration, friend? Do you need your hair back?
Oh wow, life changing. What
did you say, Pun?
Is that the new pun token I'm seeing?
There's one there, but I haven't had your artwork done yet. That's the one we've been using.
Okay.
Yeah. That's on the map.
Lavinia
Somebody's
can
just
help,
got him flipped upside down. Okay.
Lavinia can help you with your hair because she's not only the president, she's also a client.
Oh, boo, boo.
Could you help me with the feather?
A feather? No, I don't think I can help.
I'm gonna
Well,
It was
reach my
just
back
here.
and pull out a tiny pigeon feather. It's good enough.
I might have some. Maybe a component or two around. Maybe you might have a feather.
I mean, I think we've got some sovereign glue and a wig around here somewhere.
Oh no.
Oh.
I don't think he wants a
Wait,
feather
next
for his
week, though.
hair. But the poor thing has such burns on his head. I could probably help you with a greater risk. I'm not entirely sure.
It's interesting. I'm quite attached to the hat. However, the purpose of the hat was due to the accident. How expensive is the greater restoration?
Good question. Oh, Praetor!
I'll tell you what.
Grab the can.
Oh,
I'm
no.
sure it's. I'm not a very wealthy elf.
You know.
Well,
Yeah,
you might want to hold on that because hold on a second. Before she answer that, she first pulls out the potion of speed and all that, and because of your lovely, presence before you found out the feather wasn't there, she, you're looking at a potion that's probably going to run you about 10,000 gold pieces.
Holy cow!
and that's a price reduced one.
That's on the cheap end.
That's on the cheap end. The thing goes up to 50,000. Oh.
Holy cow!
Jesus Christ!
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I know I'm not supposed to be the one sounding surprised, but Jesus Christ!
Well, you forgot the price, and you got a little piece of of thread around it with a little price tag, that's folded over, and you hadn't looked at it in a while, and you look down to tell him that, and your eyes, basically you see Lavinia's eyes go, oh my God.
Sure, I have invented this new system you are welcome to try. I call it layaway.
Praetor is over here pricing everything.
Yeah, I am.
That
Yeah, I
we're
am.
making.
When y'all said that earlier, I was
I am
going,
not in charge of
shit, I haven't got anything priced out, and we haven't got new items, and I need to get y'all what we've done with Zeke and Jeff has done with his characters, like a bag of holding, something that just in your character sheet, and y'all can have a list of things that y'all are selling, and
sure,
we didn't do that because this is the rejects. This is called prepping. What prepping are you talking about? What I don't see, so unfortunately I don't see a potion or what level's tongues?
That's a spell.
I know what level is it though.
Second rank.
Level 3 divination.
Is it third?
Is it? Let's see. What would the potion or scroll be called?
Well, I'm looking for what the scroll is, and then what the cost of a third level scroll would be, and
not much. It's uncommon.
Yeah,
Is it an actual potion that's in the list somewhere?
The potion of speed was, but the potion of tongues I'm not seeing anywhere.
The tongues one, yeah.
I can get you some tongues if you want them. You want dog tongue, cow tongue, horse tongue?
Yeah.
The idea would be to be able to understand or speak a language. So if your tongue could help with that,
well,
that'd be great.
she was shocked by the potion of speed price tag, so she's got a potion, actually, Grandmaster, you would have a scroll of tongues if you wanted to sell it to him.
Yes, you can handle.
Sure, and I do also have a scroll of haste that I'd be happy to sell you for 200 gold.
and the tongues is 100.
And the tongues is also 200 gold.
No, 100. Oh, no, sorry. Oops, I stepped on that one.
In exchange for the trade on the helm of 400 gold, I'll take it. You're gonna. I love this place.
Okay, so
I hit him with both scrolls.
okay, a scroll of tongues and a scroll of what level is? Oh, there's a scroll of haste. Okay, they are in the party sheet.
Awesome.
And they're not
My internet is back.
They're not identified. One's identified, and there we go. Both are identified for you, Kieran. You now have 2 scrolls.
And I'm back to 8 gold pieces. Yeah.
And
Speaking of the party sheet, you might want to distribute the money that's actually there to everyone.
I'll do that in a second. So grab
Oh,
your
that's nice.
grab
Yep,
your
I've got it.
scrolls, okay? Now y'all have all these pendants and brooches and all that. Do y'all want to try to sell those?
Just sell
I'm
them.
assuming. Yeah. So, all right. So, who's feeling lucky of you 5? Who's doing the bartering? Who wants
I'm in unless somebody cares.
All right. Well, so what I need you to roll is the percentage is going to be 50% to 100% cost, and that's so roll a d10 and we divide by 2, and okay, so that's 30. That's 50, 60, 50,
Hey,
60,
lender.
70%, 80, 90. Yep. All right. Boom, and boom. Everybody has now got their money in their character sheets, the 5 of y'all.
Hey, look. That's a pretty good chunk, actually.
Hmm?
Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So now you're not as
So
poor
you
as
have more
thought
than
you were.
8 gold pieces now.
I was going to
A
say.
lot more.
24 platinum.
Yep. Which, so everything's 10 to 1. So if you want to color up your chips, as I call them in Vegas, you may do that. 10 to 1.
What are you selling?
You got 120 platinum. About those scroll prices.
Yeah, the climbing one was 50 gold, right? You said?
Oh, the climbing potion?
The potion of climbing was 50 gold pieces to you, sir.
Got it. Let's go ahead and do that one as well.
All
And I can
right.
just grab that out of the
I just
handbook?
I just put in the party sheet.
You got it. Thank you.
Here, let me identify. It's good. What's that, Lavinia?
I think we have a Zeke.
What? Oh my God.
Here he comes. I think he's caught himself a T-Rex. Back from his fishing trip.
Oh boy. I just saw
He's-
him in here.
He rushed home to get in the game. What?
I think the 10 is the limit there.
Oh, here, let me bump it up. Tell him, hold on. Edit channel. We will make it 15.
Doom, 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 doom.
Well, yeah, and he's an admin too, so he can get in any channel without the limit. So
Right.
Oh. Hi. Oh, hello. Well,
this is the whole haberdashery on screen. Unbelievable.
They're all here.
We're doing business, Zeke.
Oh, that's good. I had to ditch a T-Rex. Oh my god.
Sorry to say, you sound a little bit winded.
Say, do you need some help?
He's a big boy.
Oh, you are a small boy.
I got him. Don't worry.
Okay.
At this point, I'll walk over towards Zeke
Oh no.
and take the hat off, reach in, grab a feather, and start fanning him with it.
Oh, is it a big white feather?
Yes, it's a big white feather.
Onyx.
Hey, interesting. That looks familiar.
Oh my
You
god.
mean you didn't notice that?
Mm. I just noticed. However, if you fancy the feather, keep it. But if you find replacement when I return, it would be nice.
Uh-huh.
Zeke, I bought a helm. I can't see out of it.
An exotic feather would be nice.
Why did you buy a helm that you can't see out of?
Because it's pretty.
It's kind of creepy, but he really wanted it.
It's a drow helmet,
From
but
the
it's a
drow.
spider head. Yeah, it's a spider head. Where the eyes are is two big gems, and he's looking out through the gems thinking he can see.
Okay, that's better, I guess.
I mean, it makes my skin crawl.
He keeps running into walls and knocking things over.
Oh.
Selling some potions, though.
Oh, my channel can't get lower. Oh my
My
god.
potions
Yes, it
are
can.
selling.
Sure can.
Never say it can't get lower.
Just wait until tomorrow,
Never
Duff.
say never.
Right.
Wait till Thursday, Duff.
Yeah, no. Why did I say this? Oh my gosh. This is funny though. All 5 are here.
Wow.
So,
Well, I have a few things I'd like to build to sell.
Please, mosey up to the table. To the counter, I mean.
Well, I have a battle axe +1.
Whoa.
oh, very. That, there you go.
Okay.
This might be your
I think-
territory.
Ooze.
I have some dust of disappearance.
Ooh, that
Dust
sounds
of
fun.
disappearance.
You
What
can
else?
Keep that. Well, I have some platinum bracers.
The Baron.
What's up, free leagues in the house? Yes, the
I have a
pottery
scroll of my own.
has gone up topside in there at the haberdashery, and all the members of the haberdashery are here. So we're in the middle of chaos.
Welcome to Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. We don't sell hats.
Yes.
But
I
can
have
you
a
get exotic
serpent
feathers?
necklace.
Soon to sell T-shirts. I've got to get the last. I got to get the last stuff. Then T-shirts are high possibility. So, but we're waiting on the design. But Lavinia got a side job, and so she's been a little busy.
I have a job again.
So the
It's
logo.
good to have a job.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. Yeah. It was...
No comment.
Uh-oh, we lost Zeke.
What?
Oh
No, I'm
yeah,
here.
you don't have to be in fantasy grounds. Yes, that's
Oh, yeah. I'm good. I'm good.
I saw you just anyway. So what do you? Shadow. Let's go over that again. What?
Well, I'm putting everything that I'm looking to sell into the parcel items.
Holy moly, he macaroni. So he's got a battle axe +1.
I told you I had stuff.
Yep. A dagger of warning. An elemental.
Those are dime a dozen.
An air elemental gem. A dust of disappearance. He's got some standard just platinum bracers. They're matching to the helm. Scroll of darkness. A serpent necklace, which is more jewelry to go with the helm and the bracers. A spider figurine. What was that? Oh, it's just made of onyx. That's just a simple little statuette. A wand of web. And a water elemental gem.
These all sound delightful.
The things he would like to sell. First to the haberdashery, and then he'll just put it out on the open market, I'm assuming.
Exactly. And I'd also like to conscript to have something made for me.
Oh, you would? Oh, really?
Go on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What are you looking to get made?
I want an eye patch of blind sight.
I lost interest.
We might be able to do something like that.
Robert's scheming on me here now.
He's not the only one scheming.
We might could do that. But I mean, magic item creation, it sometimes takes a while.
Oh, I understand.
How about this? You give me the 2 elemental gems, and I will work on that for you.
Last time I tried to help make.
I
the
will
ice
actually
house
say
a
deal.
little crazy.
Hot
Pun
diggity.
walks over to the counter, takes his hat off, pulls out a set of scales, sets it on the counter.
You know, you can weigh the cost.
Oh, pun.
Oh. You know, I
'Cause
like
there's
him.
So I guess the Grand Master can take those 2 gems because he's going to help with the eye patch.
He's going to get an eye patch. Okay, so here go the air gem. All right. Okay. All right, and you're going to get an eye patch. That's going to actually... Uh-oh, am I... That's going to mean a change in a portrait. We're just lining up a ton of work for you, Mai. You're just, you know what, you're just going to have to, and now you're getting ready to go on an adventure through the portal. So, you know what? You're just a busy little bee. Yeah, Lavinia is about to disappear for a little bit on y'all. So you don't know where.
Oh no.
And there's another magic item that I'm looking
Oh.
for.
I can only imagine where Lavinia is going to be going.
Yeah. And what item is what?
Boots of elven kind.
Oh.
Well, how much?
Yeah, I
are
have
those?
some interest in some of those too.
That's actually fairly common. We might be able to do something about that.
Boots of
Elven kind. Let me run and check the back. I might have some in stock.
Okay.
Oh no, he's basically, where are the boots? Where are they? Boots of elven kind are, oh wow. You have advantage. Oh really? Yeah. So yeah, you've got boots back there. What do you know?
Tell you what, I'm making a deal. I'll do
Okay.
1 pair for 500 or 2 pairs for 800.
Deal.
You got it.
Yeah. Deal.
Which deal?
800.
800 for 2.
Yeah, gold pieces. I want to clarify. 800 gold pieces.
You want 800 gold pieces? Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you wanted Electrum.
Yeah.
Nobody uses that.
Who wants Electrum?
I mean, I've seen it as a spell component, which is really weird, but it was...
I'll give them 400. You give them 400, Flaneal?
Yep.
Knock it out of your inventory, and they're in the party sheet.
This whole time, Varen is still just looking over all the weapons that are on the counter. It's the only thing he's really...
So the battle axe is
right
there. It's just, a standard +1 battle axe. The dagger of warning. That's the only 2 things. Yeah, the other stuff is decorative. The bracers and the serpent necklace and little spider finger. And then Grandmaster, they've got a wand of web and some dust of disappearance.
Grandmaster, there's
Is anyone interested in a cloak of elven kind?
Or 2.
Or 2.
And do you have any bracers of defense by any chance?
Check the back.
Yeah.
I don't know, Lord Praetor. Do I have bracers of defense?
I'm trying to find out where are they? Bracers.
I don't think so, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's like
pretty rare.
Yeah, no. Where are they? Rolls, wands, weapons.
They're under wondrous items.
There you go. It's at the very end.
Yep.
Exactly.
Like, I need these son of a bitches running up their AC even more. The question is...
You right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give Brian a chance here to see if they're in stock. Well, shit, Brian, why are you at a 25 on your AC already?
What?
What are you
Because
doing?
I didn't change it back after I shifted back from the elemental.
Yeah, so it should be a what?
20.
He's like 20 normally.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You can make me a, well, yeah, well, I'll give him a chance. But it's going to be difficult because they are quite wondrous.
Yeah, mine's 19 with the braces of defense.
Here's a boy over here messing with. Oh, I son of a bitch! I closed all the screens down too damn much, and I'm pissing myself off here. I was looking at his.
His stuff cursed.
I know because I'm sitting here closing all my. I'm closing all my
gonna
screens
die.
out when I don't want to. I want these damn things up. Magic item. Let's go back to that again.
Duff's gonna make you pay full price for him.
Well, he might actually have the damn money, which is kind of funny. Wondrous item.
That's fine. I'm okay with that, but
I know you are.
money for
Yeah.
us.
Yes, yeah, I know. Exactly. But
no sweat off my back.
It's a rare item. It's a wondrous rare item. You need to be. There's a 25% chance or lower that they've got them. They're out today.
They've been out for like 8 levels now.
Oh yeah.
Wonder why.
They've been running. They've been chasing a T-Rex.
No. I've been chasing a T-Rex.
Right.
And you've been doing a great job at it.
But, well, the D was chasing me today, so, you know.
Yeah. I've been busy dealing with loose nimble rights in the area. It's been a crazy time here in Waterdeep.
That's true. Yeah, that's.
However, I will be happy to pay you 300 gold for the wand and the dust.
For me, yeah, sure. I'll take that.
Okay. We have another transaction. So the wand. So 300 gold. So you give yourself 300 gold, dust of disappearance, and the wand of web. Okay.
Yeah. What about a ring of protection?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Brian. Yeah, it's while we're looking at stuff. Put it in the. If you're gonna sell stuff, put it in the party sheet. Or what y'all want to sell, then whatever's not done here, goofing off, having fun, then we'll sell it in the open market.
Now, Mason, do they have a ring of protection?
We might.
Now
I've got one on my hand, but
we might. Pun, go check the back.
Okay.
And he takes off to the back.
Cave chicken talons.
50% chance they've got one.
Yeah.
No, they.
The
Two men. No, he's fine. So yeah. So no. He'll give. Brian hadn't had something in a while. We won't be so hard. He's just ramping up his AC like he needs it. You know, he's going up into the 25 ranges now.
I like it.
Yeah. Give me a persuasion roll, Millennial. 4 for 4.
Persuasion.
Sorry, I dropped something.
2,000 gold.
Deal.
Wow.
Is there anything around that looks like it would be good for potion components?
Components?
You want potion components is what you're asking for?
In the pile. You said there was a pile of stuff, right?
Yeah. There's stuff
in
that
our
they've
party,
their party sheet. Yeah. So
We're not in fantasy. Ground.
no, I'm letting you know what it is. They've got items. They don't have any components. No, unless someone wants. Yeah, unfortunately not. They haven't. They've been throwing that stuff away. However, so while doing that, Quetzal looks at.
I could.
Go ahead.
I can make an offer for you for next time. I will try to gather any components that we may find and keep for you in exchange for a replacement feather, a rather exotic feather.
Yeah.
For a new feather
I
for
saw
your hat?
I saw a
Correct.
roc's nest just outside of Waterdeep here not too long ago. Maybe we could get one of those.
Quite impressive.
I don't know if it'll fit in your hat, but a rock feather'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, we could manage to trim it down to fit in the hat. Sure.
Yeah, T-Rex feather.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's a
T-Rex didn't have any feathers.
I mean, I heard there was a phoenix around here somewhere too.
Phoenix. Ugh.
Yes, he does. He has a thing with fire, though. Pun. You know.
Poor thing.
I don't know if he wants his hat caught on fire and then his head again. So.
Oh no.
But what?
An X-ray on the Irefay.
So while that's happening, and Quetzal, looks like he's got something on his mind, and I think he's approaching Varen. Right, Quetzal?
Yes, actually.
What are you approaching Varen for?
Yes, the rescuee. What can I do for you?
Oh, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well.
Quetzal, as he approaches the counter, will pull out. It will unsheath his long sword.
Which to explain what it looks like.
It is a basic longsword, but the edges are covered in shark teeth.
Oh, I thought it was a big bone. It was, and that was all teeth.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it was a big bone sword, but it's got razor sharp teeth all embedded in it.
Oh goodness.
Oh my.
He's quite proud of it.
I think this is yours.
What are we doing with it, Quetzal?
Although primitive style, the craftsmanship looks pretty solid.
Yeah, it looks like it's got quite a bite.
Come here. I need your help with something real quick.
He'll run over.
Do you have any other long swords or swords of the type? Preferably magical.
Well, I have a whole vast array of weaponry of the non-magical kind, and I have quite a decent selection of the magical variety. What are you looking for?
Preferably swords. They seem to work the best for me.
Right.
Yeah, but what about them?
I have quite a couple. What exactly are you looking for?
We need some help here. You talking about getting rid of your chimera?
No. Getting an additional sword.
Oh, you just showed him your sword. I thought you were putting it up there to do something else with it. Okay.
No, I was just showing it to partly to show it off, but also to compare it to anything that he shows me.
So is this a long sword or a two-handed sword or?
It's a long sword.
It's a long sword that's got teeth all embedded in. It's a +1 shark tooth sword. He's got. Oh, whoa!
Yeah. Did you make this?
Thanks, Amaya.
I worked with some craftsmen to make it out of a large shark that we killed in the bay.
That was during Waterdeep Dragon. Yeah, he went after him and the shark got into it. So what he's done is he's got the sword that's got the magical properties, and then the teeth get piercing damage. When he's swinging it one-handed or two-handed. So we coded that all in. So, but
I don't know much about weapons, but that looks quite lovely.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of some of the things that my old tribe used to use. It's a lot better made, though.
But in the area of long swords, is there a particular?
If you're looking for a actual long sword, I have this one, and you see Varen hold up a very fine looking weapon that's made of blued steel, and the pommel is in the shape of what appears to be a dragon's head. I don't know if this would be to your liking or not. It's very nice piece. And
Which one are
it's
you
not
teasing them
cheap.
with? Yeah, which one? What's happening here? Why did my fantasy grounds go bonkers?
Frostbrand.
All right, well, hold on.
Oh.
My bad. Oh,
That
don't
does sound good.
start this. Damn it, fantasy. God dang it. Yeah, I'm having issues now. Oh yeah. Thanks for the resub. I can't close anything. Can I? So the display one's working again. We're back to this again. Darn it. Uh-oh. Yeah. Which
all those extra extensions that Duff runs for this game.
Well, I'm sitting there clicking on I was bringing up an image of one of the swords just to see, to see which description you were given. And yeah, she threw an exception error. And now none of the... Are you guys not getting knocked out of Fantasy Grounds at all? Can y'all open up stuff?
Yeah, I'm still in Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah.
But, the attunement tracker extension is messed up. I can only attune 2 items now.
Yeah, we're going to lose Fantasy Grounds. Yeah, so... Restarting here, crash solo.
Yep.
1 second, folks. Yep. So
I'm gonna lean over to Varen and say, "See, even the gods aren't perfect."
yeah.
Don't let him hear you say that. Praetor sees and hears all. All hail, mighty Praetor. In case you're listening, I didn't say it.
I'm gonna grab the can and I'm gonna go shake it, like that's how it works, and say, "Praetor, I understand you're not perfect."
Oh, Lord Praetor, please forgive my compatriots. They are stupid.
Compatriot. There's no plural in this one.
Oh my God.
Compatriot.
You have to shake the can before you speak, or it won't work.
Yeah. Well, you look like maybe
That's right, Grandmaster.
The string is cut somewhere down on the end. Pun probably cut the string.
Oh my God.
Pun, come here.
He's just
I
sitting
need
in the corner whistling.
Mm-hmm. With his white feather in his hand, waving it around like a sword.
Yeah. Damn it, Pun, come here. I need something from you real quick.
He's picking it.
Well, I'm trying to load Fantasy Grounds. Let's see if it's going to work.
What do you want me to need?
What?
Come
what
here.
Did he
come
just
here.
say?
Just come here. Come here.
He walks over.
Now roll a 21 charisma save.
Already? It's already happening.
It's already happening. All right. Y'all can try to get back in. Let's see what's happening here. Fantasy Grounds. Oh, but OBS is now going to be bonked. Because
Yeah, I was like that overlay though.
Yeah, it's going to get bonked now. Because now it's looking at my other Fantasy Grounds. Let's do the combat tracker. Let's fix this. Go.
I don't even know which.
Second.
Oh no, not SIBO.
Not SIBO.
That's some leakage right there, Mr. Duff.
Oh no.
And the combat tracker. 1 second. Switch. Back to that. Alright, I'll let those load up. This is great programming tonight. I don't know if these guys will come back to the haberdashery after they're done with this.
I'm having a blast.
Can you blame them?
Heather.
The moment the Grandmaster says blast, Pun's ducking.
Oh God.
All right, make that charisma save.
Oh gosh.
Okay, everybody hop. Yeah, so y'all load back in
Shadow
while we're
Legion.
fixing our fantasy grounds here. All right,
Did you almost say fantasy grounds?
fantasy ground, yes. The list.
I don't think Mike Tyson would be very appreciative of that.
Yeah, he's pretty high right now. I'm not sure he's not worried about it. Okay, back to the sword, Quetzal's sword dilemma. Quetzal, you have to give me a little bit. You have to give Varen. He's a little slow. So,
What the hell?
what's up, Asmo? We haven't. I'm still using the old classic. I haven't had a chance to get into Unity yet. I need to. Everybody else is starting to use it. I've been hesitant to get over there, and
It would help me so much.
and to learn it too. So we'll get there. I'm apparently getting now.
By the way, while we're talking weapons, I'm interested in a magical bow or crossbow.
Okay, well, let's start with this. Let's go back to the swords first, because now, Quetzal's been waiting patiently here. So which one did you say you gave? We're looking, showing him. Was it Flame? Frostbrand. Frostbrand.
There's Frostbrand and
Jesus
Flame
Christ!
Sword.
Yeah, Jeff. Jesus. God. He's got, what was the other one while I'm yelling over him? Frostbrand, and the other one was what?
Flame Tongue.
Flame Tongue.
Flame Tongue, yeah, Flame Tongue's fine. Oh my God. Varen needs to go on. Praetor's getting ready to send Varen on a long trip.
I mean,
Is there a short period in that?
Yeah. Yes.
Long trip off of a short.
Yeah,
mountain.
Varen went on a shopping spree without checking into Praetor first, and
because the gods are not perfect.
He's a black.
Is there a moonblade in there?
He made all this stuff, and Praetor had the XML sheet for like 4 months. So.
You know what? Okay, pal. There's a Flame Tongue there, Quetzal. Yeah, if he wants to sell it to you, that's up to him. Or if he's got the frost, Jesus Louise. But that cost is definitely different.
I was about to say, could
yeah,
they even afford that?
That's Frostbrand's the same in the same league as the potion of speed. Was it? Yeah, the haste potion. Yeah, it's up to 50. It's up to 50,000 gold. In that, there's a range there, but then a Flame Tongue is in, the 1,000 to 5,000 range. Quetzal.
Yeah.
I want to look at that one instead.
Okay, so he's what has?
I mean, you can get both of them. You just can't afford both of them.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I probably can't afford the Frostbrand at all.
But the Flame Tongue that's going to be a persuasion roll, and how well, Varen, wants to, harass Praetor, and not, and sell the item for him.
Just join my new program that I've called Layaway.
Yeah, exactly. So, you're, it's a pretty sword.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool picture.
That looks like it would give us light where we don't want it.
Yeah, but you can turn it off. Watch. You just say, flame on.
Flame on.
I forget how to turn it off. 1 second.
That's Philenial's job already. So,
Varen makes very fancy armor and weapons.
So Quetzal, is that something that you're interested in?
And Praetor hates it.
Yes.
You got Varen, you got the maker of it right in front of you. Did everybody get their book today?
What
to read it.
kind of book?
The Icewind Dale book.
That no, I didn't get the book.
I did not get that one.
You gotta read it.
I want Tasha's.
Indeed. And my bloodstone dice finally came in.
Oh. More dice.
I saw some really cool Neapolitan dice in Discord.
Yeah, knights.
I really love that.
Yeah, very nice. Okay, Varen, you've got a buyer in front of you. You got to sell.
Right, I thought he was making a roll. That's what I was waiting on.
I'm waiting on him to decide. Yeah, if he wants it, he's got a versus a persuasion roll, or you're haggling with Varen. I'm not gonna
roll persuasion.
Yeah. He's got a 21, Varen.
That's Varen's insight roll.
I don't know. I don't have my character sheet.
Make a decision. Oh my God. They're just. I don't know what you're. I don't have your character sheets loaded up.
Let's see.
It's called role play.
Right. So you're interested. I believe
What's
I
up,
could
Mandy?
let this go for 2,000.
Go for 3.
$2,000, Quetzal.
If I make a short trip to the bank, I can afford that.
You're good. Yeah. You've got your money. I'm not sweating it. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Zeke has a direct connection to the bank.
Yeah, it's probably right across the street.
I just reached into this portable hole, goes right to the vault. It's great. I mean, you don't know that.
Yes, Mandy, the whole Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium is here on screen tonight. The whole group is here harassing the Tuesday group.
During the exchange, Pun walks up to Styron.
Oh no.
Oh God, no.
Taps him. Motions for him to bend down.
Uh-oh.
Pulls the feather out, sticks it in his hat, says, "You can hold on to macaroni until we get you a new one."
A single tear rolls down the Grandmaster's cheek.
Varen walks over to Pun, puts his hand on his shoulder, and casts a level 7 banishment.
Oh, rip.
No, thou shalt not. You must put up with this. You know. So you're responsible for this, Varen. So, okay.
I'm responsible. Don't
Yes.
put that evil on me.
And again, Varen, read Discord.
I guess it would help if I opened Discord, wouldn't it?
Oh, I don't know. I'll go back and look. Is that in the PHC
No, I
room?
whispered him something.
Oh, you did? Okay, gotcha. All right. So.
Well, Kieran, you have a feather back, but I'll appreciate any components that you bring.
Kieran he's definitely in on that. Did we lose Kieran?
Oh,
he's here.
Lord Praetor, please check your messages.
Oh God.
Unless it's possible for Lavinia, if people bring her materials to create said potions, would those potions be given at a discounted price?
You're the seller. You're the seller. That's your call. Yep.
If they're providing some, I think that's kind of fair.
You're fine with that. Yeah.
I would assume some of the ingredients probably do get rather expensive.
So so we'll put that on the list. That's one of the things we've been meaning. Yeah, add it to the damn growing list of things that have got to happen on the channel. But just like what we said, Vik and Varen have done, we'll go through and give y'all a kind of a dynamic list, but we'll put stuff in your character sheet. I've got the XML files. I just didn't have them loaded here for this one, but we'll keep them in the XML file of stuff that you have and your work, things you're doing, and you can track that easier in your character sheet. And I'll just add it. Yeah, we'll put them back into this, but I need to get with y'all when we can with all the other stuff that's going on and make it happen. So yeah. But yeah, you can sell those potions or just it's your call as far as they bring you the spell components. So, yeah.
Do any of you guys have a wand of fireballs?
No, but I might have something that could potentially help with that. Maybe.
It's an ointment.
It's not
Oh
an
no.
ointment. I have a ring of spell storing. You could cast a fireball into it, store the spell for later, right? And
Yeah,
then
brilliant.
yeah.
Well, that's a nice item, but I can't cast fireball.
Oh,
Linder's been quiet. Linder, what are you trying
What
to
do
do
you
in
want
the
for that
store?
ring? You actually got my attention on that one.
Ooh. Make
Quite
me
more than I expected.
Make me an offer.
500 gold.
That's not enough.
How about this cursed shield?
Hold on, spell storing.
It's
Who's
got a wide range.
who's trying to buy it?
Well, I get my ears perk up. I would say my feather stands up as well, but somebody's borrowed it.
Nope. Pun put it back in your hat.
Your hat, yeah,
Oh,
your
he did.
yeah, he
And
put it
told
back
you
in.
you were allowed to hold on to macaroni until he got to a replacement.
Oh, that's awesome.
It doesn't rise feather dysfunction apparently.
Yeah.
I don't have a wand of fireballs, but I would be happy to get one for you for an easy price of 20,000 gold.
What the hell? Is it really that much?
Yeah.
Let me check. And Pun will pull off his hat and go like shoulder deep into it, looking around. Nope, nothing in here. And he puts it back on his head.
But we already knew that about you, Pun.
A wand
Oh, yeah,
of fireballs. But the spell storing. Now, what? Let's go back to that a second.
Yeah, it's quite. It's not something I had actually considered. The Ring of Spell Storing. I'm sure I've probably heard of it, and it's quite interesting. I don't know what its value is, but to me, its value would definitely be up there. I'd say it's probably a rare item, right?
It's pretty rare.
It's rare and it requires attunement.
It does. Yep.
From
And
what we know,
so you
can't
can cast a spell into it, and then as long as you're attuned to the item, the ring will hold up to 5 levels worth of spells at a time.
That's brilliant.
Can anyone use the spells that are in the ring?
You have to be attuned to it to cast the spells into it, and then if you aren't attuned to it, it loses them.
Yes, and I guess that's unless you're the
person attuned to it is the one who can cast the stuff from it.
Yeah.
We don't have to cast the stuff into it.
Well,
that's
quite. You cast a spell into the any.
I could. I think I could let go of it for 3,000 gold pieces.
It's quite interesting. So that's a 5th level spell I could store in there at the very least.
Holy crap! So you can. It says, while wearing this ring, you can cast any spell stored in it. The spell uses the slot, the DC, the bonuses, and all the abilities from the original caster. Yeah. But it is otherwise treated as if you cast the spell. So, basically, yeah. I mean, as long as the other person's alive, I guess, then... Quetzal, I think that the answer is yeah. Someone could put that on, and I mean, but you'd have to attune to it though. So there's that still in place. But already
other people can put spells in it, and someone else that's attuned to it can cast it, even if they themselves can't cast that spell.
Any creature can. Yep, any creature can cast a spell into the ring by touching 1st to 5th, by touching the ring as the spell is cast. And then it's stored, gobbles it up. And
I'll tell you what, to sweeten the deal, I'll put a 5th level fireball in it.
Ooh, that's a pretty sweet deal there. Who wouldn't want a 5th level fireball?
Oh boy.
Instruments.
While
This little
Kieran
fireball's pretty good.
is considering that, Linder, are you with us?
Yes.
You're here. You've been quiet. We have kept you in the back. Is there anything on your mind you're dealing with?
Not just yet.
Okay, just making sure we didn't want to leave you out. Holy moly!
No
Just got the when you're watching the show.
Yeah. Okay, so
mostly I need to get through these spell books before I can sell them. So that's kind of what I'm waiting on.
You have spell books.
yeah, so does
Yes.
Kieran.
Yeah, but same. I need to.
We need some downtime for that.
Yeah, we've not had a lot of that.
We're gonna do that. We'll probably do this and have the downtime and call it. So that's what we're gonna finish up before you. And then so we'll do. If you want to do spells and worry about that, then we'll do that also and still sell the books. I got no problem with that. But you can still hold on to them and do the spells when we're done here and pull them over and all that. Yeah. So
as I was looking through my bag here, I found this Professor Bring thing, and I'm like, we found this thing. I don't know what it's for.
And what's that?
And then I activated the Professor Bring. It's like a
Hold
it's
on.
a solid 5-pound sphere of smoky gray quartz about the size of a grapefruit. Close examination reveals 2 or more pinpricks of silver light deep inside the sphere. It's sentient and has the personality of a scholar. Its alignment is determined by rolling on the alignment table in the sentient magic items section of Chapter 7 of the DM's.
Hold on. Where is this?
It's basically a magic 8-ball.
It's called Professor Bring. It's in my inventory.
I know. I'm looking. I'm trying to find it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. It's a magic 8-ball.
An alive magic item. That Pun would absolutely love this.
Oh, this has got Pun's name written all over it. Oh.
God damn it.
It knows a lot about exactly 4 things.
Yeah, that's right. But you don't tell
nothing about anything else.
But you don't tell Pun that though.
I think that would sweeten the deal more.
No, it's to mess with Pun. So he has to then learn this stuff.
I think Pun would love this thing.
Pun would love this magic 8-ball. How much are you selling it for?
Let's see here.
Y'all hear the can ringing in the back.
Oh,
yeah.
Somebody go get the can.
You go get the can. Yes. Well, no, it's a live call, and Prater says, he just happened to be checking in, and he says, yes, we believe that Pun should get that magic 8-ball. So negotiate, profusely with the great Linder there, and make him a deal he can't refuse.
Or you should let it go to voicemail.
As you say, Lord Praetor. Linder, what the hell do you want for it?
Well, let's see. It's a wondrous item.
It is.
200 gold.
No.
You, my friend, are smarter than your friends.
I'm glad you think so. Let's. Have we gotten everything that we need out of this thing yet?
Out of the Professor Bring?
Yeah, I don't think we ever even figured out what its other 4 things are.
You don't? Yeah, well, it's down there at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, under Professor Bring. Yeah, that's what it knows.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't think we need this. Let's see.
You can roll a persuasion check to see if you can get the price tag up higher.
Sure.
You got a range. They're gonna know. They're gonna know. It's just a rare item, so there's a simple range for it. But
yeah, I'd like to get about 3K out of it if I can.
Roll me a persuasion. It's a 21 there. This is going to be coming to the Grandmaster.
I don't want it.
No, but you're negotiating it for pun.
Oh, that's right, because the god said something. Fine. 3,000, 2,500.
2,500.
I can live with that. That's fine.
Sold. Yeah.
Pun, we got a thing.
Alrighty. All
So
right.
I don't quite have the gold you asked for the ring of spell storing. However, I have a really interesting item for trade you might be interested in.
The hat?
Nope. It's called a rod of rulership.
What is this?
All right,
I have a
Gary.
ruler right here.
I'm sending this to you, Gary. So you
All right,
can.
Professor Bring is in the party sheet.
I know. I'm copying it and I'm sending it over to Gary right now in a
Okay.
text. Oh, really? I got to do it in small. Okay.
What is the rod
How
of
much?
rulership?
How much was the ring again?
3,000?
I'll do it.
Wait, what? I thought Zeke was selling a ring to them.
Brian wanted a ring of protection.
I have been muted this whole time. Oh my god. Rod of rulership, ring of spell storing, even trade 1 for 1.
Yeah.
No gold. No gold transaction. Rod for the ring.
Oh.
Deal.
Yeah.
Deal.
Done.
Awesome.
They traded the rod of rulership for the
ring of spell storing. Oh my god, that's so good.
I'm gonna lean over to Varen and I'm gonna be like, "Who are these people and how do we keep calling them?"
I don't know. Just go with it.
Yeah.
You helped them, remember?
Yes, help. Yes.
Yes, I remember.
It's okay.
There you go, Gary.
Perhaps we're lowering your expectations for later.
I just want to ask the question of everyone sitting at this table, meta-wise, how on earth is the Rod of Rulership only a rare item?
What does it do? I've never heard of it.
It's quite awesome, actually.
Within 120 feet, each creature of your choice that you can see has to make a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for 8 hours.
Yeah, it's impressive.
There's
worth
no
that-
save after the first one.
It's worth
Yeah.
at least 10,000.
Oh my god, it's so much more than rare. It's so much better.
I guess because most
Zeke.
people don't really think to use such things.
Zeke, I foresee
Yeah.
us having a lot of fun with that rod
Oh,
in the future.
this is my best friend.
Don't go to the Bear and the Bard, okay? And
Oh, no, we're
anytime
gonna go to the Bear and the Bard.
the Bear and
That's
the
a
Bard.
given.
Oh
And I'm
God!
gonna use that rod. I'm gonna use the
given.
rod.
Don't
I'm gonna
give it.
charm. I'm gonna charm everybody in the main dining area, and we're all gonna dance and sing for 8 hours straight. It'll be great.
Zeke.
This is going to be awesome.
But
What?
better.
What?
I know.
What?
You can charm the T-Rex.
Oh
God!
my God! Finally, a break.
Right. And also, Zeke, I know the people that own and run the Bear and the Bard.
Oh,
We
really?
can, yeah, we can probably get discounts on drinks and things and stuff.
Wait.
But that wouldn't matter because
The
with
T-Rex
your
Bear and the
rod,
Bard.
no,
Those
with your
guys
new
that got out of
rod,
jail.
You guys know we run
great.
a bar too, right?
You've given Mandy. Oh no! Y'all did see what they did to their menu.
yes,
I don't.
I did.
I think some have, but has everybody seen? Because this group did. Y'all did some stuff with y'all's deal, but yeah, actually, you may have seen a couple of these. Here's what we're gonna do. You may have seen some of these kind of laying around in Waterdeep. Hold on a second, because I'm gonna.
Bars. Uh-oh.
Okay, hold on. This is gonna be quite funny.
You can bring the T-Rex to the bar.
I love that idea. You're a genius.
That's a great idea.
Oh boy. Oh dear.
But But also at the same time, Zeke, with this
Yeah.
rod, we could probably get a whole bunch of free things on the house for 8 hours that night.
For 8 hours. Oh
doubt.
my god.
Oh,
Oh.
This is their menu.
That's
It was a
amazing.
regular menu until their female druid got a hold of it with her crayons.
That is awesome. I love it. It's perfect.
Why choose these?
I believe he is
That's
referring to my little pink tiefling friend.
Yes, that's right. Yes, the little tiefling. Grief, yes.
It is the guys I got out of jail.
Yes, it is.
I see.
Yes,
Yeah,
y'all got them out of jail. That's the group, yes.
Oh God, the bear lady. Oh man.
That is a good question. Who's kidney?
That's what she's asking.
Who did that? That's amazing. I love it so
That's
much.
Mandy and Kirsten. Well, actually, it was Matt and Kirsten. Yeah, he posted the regular one out there, and then she got a hold of it in the Discord channel and reposted it the next day. And
Before I give that ring, I give that ring over, I put a 5th level fireball in it.
Okay, so where's the so that's the ring of spell storing. Let me bring this up, and we'll code it once. Well, shit, where's the damn rings? Ring.
Yeah, and I'll put a 5th level
Yeah,
fireball in there for him, like I said I would.
Okay, yeah, we'll get to that, Cry Kretzel. We're having too much fun. Okay, so grab that ring, Kieran, and then let me put a note. I'll stick a fireball in there and mark it at 5th level, so you know when you cast it. So just hold on to it right now. But put me a note, PM me a note in Discord, private message, so I see it in front of me.
You got it.
Yes, Kirsten, we were showcasing your menu to the group because they're in Waterdeep also. Maybe they had a tavern too. They're whispering spirits, but they're not competitors. There's, so. Even though, I guess that's kind of an issue with time here because this is how is the Raiders the consortium in this group when this other group is doing Waterdeep Dragon Heist too. But we don't worry about those kind of things because it's the rejects.
Who cares about continuity?
It's right. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you can have 2 different people doing the same thing at the same time.
Well, we're about to explore that with Lavinia, so she's about to.
Weren't those guys called the Dingle Bells?
The dinglings. Yeah, you hear the dinglings. Yes, that's right.
Oh, dinglings. Okay.
Not dingleberries. No.
Okay. Dingle Bells. Dingle Bells.
Okay, so Quetzal's asking. We still have items in the party sheet. Let's get these out of here. If there's anything, he's got a shield of missile attraction, but it's kind of cursed.
It is a cursed item.
It's cursed though. When you attune to it, the missiles come to you.
Is there any way you could put the party sheet on the stream so we can see everything on there? Because so much crap got dropped on that thing.
I don't think I can showcase it, can I? Oh, I can. Hold on. Yeah, I can actually.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
I forgot all about it. Yeah. So.
I think
Holy
I can
moly.
help fix that.
I forgot all.
Vern?
Yes. Varen, yes.
Varen.
Zeke.
If you got the shield, we could charm somebody with the rod to attune to the shield, and then we could shoot stuff at them.
No, I can remove the curse.
What? No, that's
Oh,
not
no,
fun.
we don't want to remove the curse.
Why?
That would be dumb. Because it's more fun this way.
That's
be a lot less
silly. That would be silly.
But it's cursed. It's evil.
What? No,
not all curses are evil.
Evil.
It's a curse. The curse is bad.
In fairness,
This curse.
if you give it to someone who can,
It's more of a
can
protective
take a
curse.
hit.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna pick up the can and shake it and say, "Hey, Prater, is it curse bad?" I'm gonna listen for a second. So he says no.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how that works.
You get a busy signal.
He definitely said it's fine. Curses are okay.
Well, if there's so I'm going to probably hop off because my own game is also going to go
Oh,
underway.
okay.
But if there's anything that Lavinia could use as far as components for potions, she's interested in buying them. And if anybody brings her components to make potions out of, she'll give a discount for it.
Yes, boss
Awesome.
lady. You got it.
And great doing business with you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks for playing with
Oh,
us tonight.
yeah,
I
you're
appreciate it.
welcome.
All right,
No
and I've
problem.
got
It
some
was
I've got some
fun.
info
Thanks for
coming your
joining.
way this weekend. I'm going to finish it up and send it over to you for the show. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'll see you later. Bye.
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 Yes.
You gotta take
Lavinia,
that rod of fellowship off.
we're gonna.
Okay, so the shield of missile attraction. I could probably trade you just a regular +1 shield for it.
Could I possibly trade it to reduce the price of that flame tongue sword?
Hmm.
That's up to him. I don't see why not, but that's not me.
Possibly. How much are you wanting to get out of this cursed shield?
Maybe 1,000, 1,500.
Give me a persuasion roll, Quetzal. 19.
Let's see. This particular type of item would require quite a.
You got plenty of time on your hands.
Yeah, quite the amount of time to find the right buyer, and oh boy, the convincing show to make someone want to buy it. I could give you 750 credit towards the sword for it.
We can just charm people to buy stuff at our store now.
I know.
I will take the 750 credit.
All right. So the curse
sounds good.
All right. So the shield of okay. So that's gone, and deduct all the money, and the flame tongue is now in the party sheet for you there, Quetzal.
Right. Baron would also probably take the dagger, like basically the weapons and the plate, because he could repurpose it or sell it.
Yeah, it's just so whoever.
Hold on to that. Shadow, can I get that dagger from you?
The dagger.
You're welcome to have that dagger.
The dagger of warning, Lavinia?
Yep.
Yeah, it's in the party sheet. Take it away.
You want anything for it?
We'll see how things come up later.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else that we're looking at? The rest is because spider figurine, scroll of darkness. I don't know if
I'm interested in the bracers, the scroll, and the serpent necklace and the spider figurine.
Yeah.
You're not interested in the cave chicken talons?
Well, that's. I thought that was Quetzal's.
That would probably be more on Lavinia for components.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I thought.
Wait. Did somebody say chicken talons?
Mm-hmm. Quetzal, I thought those were yours.
They were.
And you were gonna make some. I thought you were gonna make something out of them, or you're not going to now.
No, they seem less useful.
Yeah, they were just gonna be darts. I was gonna have you make little, single little darts at him. But no, yeah, he's got some. He throws some little talons up on the up on the counter there. If you want some, you're gonna make your Freddy Krueger hand.
We could try to make them magic darts.
You see Pun look up at the counter and a little bit of drool starts to come out of the corner of his mouth.
No, stop that.
No, not on the counter. Not on the counter, Pun.
I'm a little hungry.
All right, fine. I'll throw in the talons too.
I'll take the leather worker's tools as well.
Okay, so here's what I'm for the group. We'll nip this in the bud because I'm just going to sell this out to them, and everybody will get it. But to the five guys, do y'all have anything else you're trying to barter for?
Well, I was looking for either a magic bow or crossbow, and also looking at a cape with a Monteblanc. Easy for me to say.
Yeah, you guys got your boots here, so let's.
Keep of Ricardo Montalban.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
play.
have a +1 longbow that I hardly ever use. So if you're interested in it, I'll give it to you.
I don't think I can use a longbow. It needs to be a short bow or basically a hand or a light crossbow.
Oh, well, I'm sure they've got just regular +1s.
Yeah, and also like arrow, +1 arrows and things of that nature too.
Hmm.
Those
Pun
are
will take his hat off,
common
reach
things.
in, and find a really small bow tie.
Oh my god.
You want a short bow? Here you go.
Face palm so hard.
So Shadow, was a bow? Which one are you wanting or looking at? Which you got a? Is it just a standard? Is just a standard magical one? Is all you need?
Yeah, I just want a magical +1 hand crossbow, maybe.
Well, that's
a hand crossbow or a short bow.
You name it. Which one? Your
Hand
decision.
crossbow.
Hand crossbow +1. That's a simple, 100 to 500 gold. Whoever, that's Varen. Coming from Varen then.
Okay.
You can negotiate.
So, how much?
How much was it again?
100 to 500.
Hmm.
Make me a persuasion roll, Shadow. Por favor.
Por favor.
Ooh. He coughed up a hairball on the counter.
Pun will run over and grab it.
Oh God.
It doesn't count in the price.
Veteran reaches down, grabs some rag type of piece of fabric, starts wiping the counter. $4.50.
350.
400. I'm cleaning your mess.
I'll take it.
Alrighty, it's in the party sheet. Okay, take that out of there. Anything else that needs to be sold from you guys, put it in the party sheet. We're about to sell it all, so you've got more moolah.
Make sure you take the rod of rulership out of there before you do that, because I already got that.
Okay, okay. So rod of rulership's out.
I got some stuff I want to add. There's a lot of stuff to add to the sheet before you sell it.
Yeah, just add, your mundane stuff that you would normally sell. They'll take it off your hands at 70%. What we were getting ready to sell everything.
Right. Also, does anybody need any healing potions or?
They should be stocked up on
pretty
that.
well stocked up on those.
I could look for a potion of greater healing.
Oh, well, it's a good thing you stepped into a cleric's shop.
How convenient.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Isn't it, though?
Just a cleric shop.
Potion of greater healing. Same
my
price tag.
cleric shop.
Same price tag.
How much is it? Or do you have two?
1 to 5. They have these. Yeah, y'all gotta negotiate with them. I step away on that one. So, yeah, and some of these gems and all that too. I'll let them know that there's a few things they can be used, broken down into components. So,
I 100% want that chamber pot and the ivory chessboard. Don't ask why.
$300. 300 gold pieces.
You want to play chess while you're sitting on the chamber pot?
But he does.
You don't have to ask why.
Are you wanting to buy just one or wanting to buy more than one?
I'm looking for one for myself for now. What about
Yeah,
everyone else?
I'm looking for one also, if that makes sense. Not
Mhm.
necessarily for myself, but to for anyone who might need to use it. I'm happy to carry it and buy it.
Right. In
Oh,
case
so much
something
right
happens.
now.
Anybody else want a potion of greater healing of the group? 2.
So for 2 of them,
Well, I'm asking the rest of the group if they're going to barter for a group discount.
that's why I was asking how
Yeah,
many.
no, yeah, same thing. Okay, Fellenio, Shadow, Linder.
I have several already, so I'm good.
All right.
Yeah, you've already got some. Yeah, so I know there's a few already there. So it sounds like 2 then.
Okay. For 2, I could do 325 apiece.
I have a fairly unique non-magical item that y'all might be interested in. I have a Mind Flayer costume.
Oh,
Excuse me?
I have a Mind Flayer costume.
may I see it?
He does. I'll be damned. That is so
It's a
funny.
party. So
I forgot about that.
He
Oh, I
has
got
it
it.
says a medium character who wears the costume can make a charisma deception check to impersonate a mind flayer. Such checks are made with advantage if the costume is viewed in poor lighting or from more than 15 feet away. A character
400 gold.
sold.
That is awesome.
Oh. Okay, well, you just got rid of the
The
cost.
Grandmaster's going to immediately run to the back with the costume and put it on.
What are you gonna do with that thing?
I'm going to look like a mind flayer.
Pun run back there would help him put it on.
Okay.
Hey, Duff, do you remember the halfling that had all the bizarre dolls?
There was
right outside.
hag. Yeah, the hag. It was the hag. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So I took one of those dolls, the bony doll,
Yeah.
from the halfling
Uh-huh.
room.
Yeah.
It's just a simple thing. I want to give it to Pun.
Okay.
Just as a
Yeah,
gift.
Pine. So it just gave you basically a voodoo doll.
Oh my god.
Wonderful. That's all he needed. Thanks. Yeah, it's a pincushion voodoo doll. I think is what they were. What she was doing
Yeah, I
from
think
some of her
most likely
past
right.
victims, or it was. Yeah. So it was the hag's room that was doing the diet. She was in charge of the flesh golems that she was upset about because when they met with the wizard, with Hallister, yeah. So
I don't. Thank you. I'll try this.
And he takes his hat off and just drops it in.
Okay.
Waits a second. Okay. And puts his hat back on.
All right. So so the Grandmaster's in the back making noises, acting like y'all see him in the back. He's got it on, and I'm assuming that he's trying to act like a mind flayer now. Bony doll from the halfling room. Yeah.
The full costume, but I'm also going to be wearing the helmet.
Yeah.
On top
And
of
the
it as
bracers.
well. And the bracers. So the little dangly bits from the mind flayer sticking out the bottom of the helmet. And I'm going to sit down and I'm just going to act like nothing's no big deal. Like I'm not even going to draw attention to it.
Okay, and then I believe, did we just sell 2 potions of greater healing? Was that done?
We were in the middle of it.
Okay.
For 2 of them, let's see, the potion of greater healing.
I thought you said 325.
You know what? If you take both of them, 300 apiece.
I'll put in 300.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Okay.
Very nice.
2 potions of healing, greater healing, are in the party sheet. Okay? All right. Anything else mundane from you 5 nitwits that you're trying to get rid of or sell before I flush them all down and give you some gold?
Nothing.
All right. Here we go. Okay. All right. Those. Okay. The Rod of Rulership was the one That was
Yep.
Zeke
Yep,
still.
that was
Yeah.
me.
Well, there's some stuff I'm going to keep in the party sheet that wasn't sold. That's the other items. Someone didn't grab one of the potion of greater healings. Who?
I got it. Sorry, my
Go
bad.
ahead, get that. The Elven Cons got. Why didn't they get sold? Because they've got a. Oh, okay. So I'll go through and pull some numbers on those. The Halfling Doll, the Battle Axe, Rod. Okay, Silver Arrows. Okay, perfect. Okay, so anything else that we need to accomplish at the haberdashery?
I have a question for Varen.
Yes.
I will hold up the two longswords and say, is there any way that you could combine these two?
You mean to put the enchantment on one onto the other?
Yes.
Well, yes. I mean, that is quite possible. It may take some time, but it's quite possible. Now, doing such a thing is quite extensive and, requires a lot of skill and.
What
talent.
enchantment's coming off of Chimera?
Nothing. It's putting the flame tongue onto Chimera.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
got you. Okay, got you.
Lord
Okay.
Praetor, what would I
Jesus
charge for such a
Christ.
service?
Is there question for you? Is there a risk of destruction for the
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
that might be tough. You might not want to do that.
So causing
Personal
flames to erupt from the blade. So basically, the bone is so. Well, the question is, that's magical flames, though, right? I mean, it's still
I was talking more during the creation of the item.
Oh,
Once
so
it's enchanted, it's enchanted.
It might. There's a possibility that it might lose some of its potency as far as weapons damage, Quetzal.
I will take that risk.
And trade off. Okay, so
Yeah, Lord Praetor, what would we charge for such a service? Because I don't have the DMG in front of me.
Quetzal, how much money have you got?
I have 3,700 in gold, and then
I'll do it for 3.
I could definitely help chip in, Quetzal. I don't have a lot.
Are you sure? You might want to check your pockets again.
What did you do?
God damn it, Pern.
What did he do? What is he doing? Damn it.
Don't you dare.
Yeah, exactly. It's all gone. He's got some pieces of coal in there shaped like coins. He's put into your pocket now, apparently.
Yes.
Plane shift. No.
6 electrum plat. Well, you got platinum too. So
Platinum. I like platinum.
yeah, well, I'm just trying to see the conversions and all that, because this is gonna cost them, but I won't bankrupt them. But
I have a total of 5,156 gold.
yeah,
That much.
What he said. It cost that much.
No.
3,000.
3,000.
I will hand over the 3,000.
Oh boy.
All right, now the question is the trade-off. I will get with Quetzal on that for a second to see what seems to be fair between the two, so that he doesn't feel like he was completely ripped off, but he will be anyway once we're done. And because it's the haberdashery, okay. But we're gonna combine these two together, so it gets shed flight 40 feet and 40 feet, and then it deals an extra 2d6 damage. But you probably are going to lose at least one D. It would probably go to a D8 on the slashing damage, not the teeth, but the bone itself.
Okay.
Okay. You still get all the magical properties, but you're now going to get you're going to get fire damage. So, but the fire damage will take out some of the bone, the fire, the work, and all that. So
You're lucky. Pun's going to ask if you want some sovereign glue, because that'll put them together.
all right. Yeah, you know what?
I think Zeke is kind of protective of his magic glue.
Yeah, you stay the hell away from my glue.
What else is he gonna sniff at night?
Okay. All right. And then you guys, so we'll revisit this, but now Kieran and Linder, y'all have got spell books. And so you're pulling spells out of them, and then you were going to try to sell those things, right? Too?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we'll bring this back around. I'm not going to tackle it right now.
It's a rather lengthy process to learn those spells.
Yeah, so we're gonna you're gonna spend some little downtime here, back at y'all's tavern, the Spirits, and then
awesome.
Yeah, I'll revisit with what that cost is going to be, because that's some of those things.
So I want to learn something while we're down, if possible.
Okay, and what would that be?
How to use my alchemist supplies I've got.
Oh, neat.
It's a tool.
It is a tool, and it is something.
Per raw, it's like 6 months in game to gain a proficiency in something. But that's going by the book. Duff will do what Duff wants to do on that one. But normally it's like 6 months in game for.
And that's 6 months of focused training, or?
Yep.
Yeah. And it costs gold.
Yeah, to gain a
I've got some gold.
Yeah, but you're talking about you're trying to do a crash course on this. You're trying to do the.
I'll use my my in with the Harpers on that.
Okay.
It's pretty cool to have the option to learn new stuff, though. That's neat.
Yeah. Okay, alchemist supplies. All right, let me read up on that, Robert. Send me a zinger in Discord too, so I've got it in front of me. All right, okay. I think that we're done with the haberdashery for the moment. Then, are we anything else, gentlemen, before you leave? And say we wish them well, wish them a good night.
I feel like you know the haberdashery like 2 hours ago.
Well, you're in the back room.
Do I have anything for my teeth?
Like
what?
Bling?
Brush.
Like a grill?
No, like to make it
like
stronger.
What do you want to do to your teeth?
I want to make my bite stronger.
Yeah, it's a magical bite.
Yeah, it's grills.
I mean, we could encase it in sharp metal, but
Drinking milk, brush daily. It'll strengthen your bones.
don't forget the floss.
I could try to make something, but I don't know what it would do to you.
What? Zeke, I have an idea. But it would require approval from Lord Praetor.
Oh, God.
We don't need his approval. We'll just do it.
Good point.
That's insane.
What's the worst that could happen?
Exactly.
What's the worst?
Wetzel, come here.
Oh,
and I'll pull out a dagger and I say, bite on this.
I bite the dagger.
Okay. Varen holds his hands on either end of the dagger and starts
I hate him.
channeling.
I hate him.
I know. Starts channeling divine magics, and the dagger just seemingly melts in your mouth and just forms around your teeth. Now you have metal-plated teeth.
Oh my God!
He
Just
has
do what
a
I
grill.
think you did.
He did.
Channel divinity.
Yeah.
Duff hates me. He really does.
So now he's got. So what did you just?
Got +1 teeth.
Well, no. Duff can decide what to do with that, whether it's just for show or there's a mechanical benefit.
You
Oh.
have your teeth capped in steel.
Yeah, he's got a grill. Like I said. Hey, Mandy was making fun of me, but see, I know where they go, Mandy. See, I know.
I hope to the gods that you guys don't fight a rust monster, because they're coming straight for your teeth.
Oh, wow.
He didn't think about that.
All right,
did he?
No.
Consider as an aside, consider the consequences of a heat metal spell.
I know.
I mean, I'm covered in plate metal, so that was already going to be something.
Well, I didn't have it. Well, that's right. You just did put the plate on, but because the rest of your stuff beforehand, we said it was going to be the same structure as metal, but you had made it out of bone and stuff like that, and plate, natural stuff.
I mean, the mithril plate I'm wearing, we found on a.
That's right. That you just got. Yeah. Beforehand, it wasn't any metal, but now he really is a walking tin can. Literally is a tin can now. So, yeah, you would have given him, it's a D8 of, yeah. So he can get it for taking the sword off. He can get his bite over there is just now gone up a dice roll. But if you run into rust properties, my friend, God help you.
Pun will walk
or
over to
heat metal.
Quetzal,
God.
take his hat off, reach in, pull out some metal polish, and hand it to him.
I will nod and take it.
Remember Bryce Daly.
Yeah. Now, just let the record show. I'd let the mechanical benefit be up to Duff.
Remember, that's
Oh,
not
you'll
stainless
you'll
steel.
pay for it later. You'll pay for it later. There's no doubt about that.
I mean, I'm sure I will.
No, not you, Jeff. No, you're fine. No, I'll get Jeff for this. So, I
Jeff
got
can solve for it one way or another.
Yeah, you will.
That's what the haberdashery's for. So
there's gonna be so many card redemptions tomorrow. I feel it.
Oh no, Josh gets mad when you redeem cards on his show because he doesn't
only
like
during
them.
the boss fights.
He doesn't like the cards.
I like the cards just
He's a
fine,
card
but during
hater.
The boss fights.
We like to see because when you throw them out there and then you see the reaction on his face, it's quite
not
enjoyable.
a card holding member.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
I love it when they're played against me in my game, but that for much different reasons. I see Josh's point on it because during boss fights they do get cashed in like rapid fire.
Trust me, I know.
We can talk about this later.
Okay, I think we're done with the haberdashery, and we're coming up on. We'll call it here at 10. Well, actually, we're going to put everybody back to the manor because then they're going to go into their little quick downtime modes. I guess the wizards are going to start some spell copying, I believe. Is that what y'all are wanting to do? Okay. All right. Well, real quick here, everybody say good night to the haberdashery. Thanks for joining us.
Good night.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wes, it's good to see you. Don't be such a stranger.
Good night, everybody.
Hey, this was fantastic. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Not a problem. Now get out of my shop.
Have a good night and don't let the alligator bite.
Oh my god.
See about go getting you some more new stuff to put in your shop.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, do that.
I'm gonna wave my mouth tentacles at them.
Ooh.
Oh,
Don't forget
God.
about the eye patch.
No,
Make sure
of
zing me on that because it's probably going to go in your character. It'll be out in your character portrait too. If we used to have one with an eye patch on there, I thought. Yeah, we did.
I think you had one with me with the eye patch on it.
Yeah, we sure in the hell did. I know we did. I was going to say, where is that one?
Yeah, I was about to say that got brought up months ago.
Why can't I bring up his character sheet? What the hell is going on? Oh, don't tell me we're doing this again, Fantasy. It did. Oh, no, it's over. Oh, it's hidden. It's hidden. Don't be laughing at me. Pal,
I don't have these problems.
You're going to get us some cards played.
Whatever.
I just got called out.
Fired.
I did. Oh, my. Where is the shadow with the eye patch? Did I remove it from the... Oh, I did. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, Firebird. His sleight of hand can't get past my perception, so.
But there, yeah, so we had an eye patch.
You guys have a good night.
All right, thanks, Josh. Thanks, guys. We're pushing everybody back to their whispering spirits. The haberdashery has fulfilled the position. So, good night, guys. Thank you for joining.
Guys, and don't forget to visit the consortium again.
Yes, and their shows tomorrow night and Thursday night. Don't forget their shows. Tales of Sanguine Isles and Tales from the Yawning Portal. So, okay, we're back to Whispers. Yep. Okay, that was painful. Okay.
And a long rest.
They have some new items. Yeah, y'all have a rest. Yeah, so that's a given here. Where's that at? Doo-doo-doo. Boom. Well played. Okay, so we have some. It looks like I probably need a little coding to do on some character sheets. You guys copying spells. If you're going to do that, you can begin that process. I do need to give y'all XP from the two big Dro mutations, that y'all just killed. I forgot to give that to y'all. Let me pull that up real quick. That was the Alice lower level. That was the Moonbeam room, and it was 2. While I'm searching for that, any questions from you guys?
What was the restriction for copying spells that you can't cast?
Don't you have to roll? And if you,
What do you mean you can't cast? You mean
I don't have a slot for it yet.
Okay, it's a higher level.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a few of them.
Yeah, that means I think there's a. Let me check that real quick. I thought there was a roll, and if you don't do it right, it
and then the lower ones just cost gold, right?
Cost gold. That's correct. Correct.
Okay. What's the scale for that?
Doesn't it? Okay, 1 second. The answer to the question is reference manual spells. Okay, so oh no, I guess I should be. I don't want spells. Go back. From scrolls, it's casting ability, the DC, the spells. I think that's right. I was trying to look that up real quick. So some stuff that we'll have to do here. Let me see. Copy spells 5e. Okay, what is required to copy a spell into a spell book? And it says that. No, can I have the actual ruling? D&D Beyond. Thank you. When your wizard finds a spell of first level or higher, you can add it to your spell book. If the spell level you can prepare, and if it is something you can prepare and you have the time to decipher and copy it. Copying the spell involves reproducing the basic form of the spell. For each level, the process takes 2 hours and 50 gold apiece. When the spell is copied from the copier must succeed in an Arcana check with the DC equal to 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay, so I gotta roll it for all of them?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I have one level 2 that I gotta roll.
So, well, let's do this, because I need to know, so which spell it is, and then I just need to see the roll. Or, whether the check's failed, the spell is
awesome
destroyed. Spell. Yeah. So, or with the spell book, it basically, these are talking about when it copying it from a scroll, but if you do it from a book, it just means you can't copy it. So, because it's still in the book, but it'll just go with the book. You just fail being able to put it in your book.
Okay, so you don't destroy the spell in the book if you fail it?
Well, it doesn't say.
Book
this
doesn't
is just
get destroyed.
Yeah,
only scrolls do.
Yeah, only the scrolls. But you're unable to copy it. You will fail from copying it from that book. You would have to find it in another book again somewhere else.
All right.
So same thing for you,
I need
Kieran.
Suggestion, which is a level 2.
So that's a 12 then Arcana roll. Now we'll start that. So Quetzal, Felinial, and Shadow. Anything else y'all need to ask, or what we're gonna do is we're gonna hold here, and then I'll do these rolls with them. But I don't need to hold you guys up. Y'all can hang out. I just want to make sure we're not. Is there something else y'all had for me tonight?
Do we level?
I don't think so.
No, you didn't level. Nice try.
You didn't give us XP, did you?
I just did, didn't I?
Level would be nice now.
Oh, here. No, I didn't. There you go.
Not quite enough, I think.
Less than 1,000. Wow.
370 away.
Yep.
So close. What's Devil Dogs? Ask
Wow.
me something. Hold on, I closed Discord.
You can't give us a 400 XP bonus each for all the great
I
role
just
play.
sent y'all to the Praetor Haberdashery. Y'all can get the next one.
Oh no! You allowed us to sell our loot. How benevolent!
All right, fine. Level up. Deal with it.
I have. You said that my bite went up. The damage went up 1 die.
So your bite damage went up. Your sword damage went down.
But I don't currently have the sword with me because that'll take time.
That's right. But just just mark it as non-usable, or just unequip it or whatever right now if you want. All right, what are you telling me, Gary? What is going on? Everybody's zinging me for stuff here. Holy moly! No, it's not all there. That if okay, I knew I was going to catch some grief. Grief either way. If I level them, if I don't level them, you tell all the rest of the week. All I'll get is these sad faces that they did get to level. So. And they're only 300 away, right? Y'all weren't that far.
Yeah,
no, we're not.
370.
So that's fine. I'll beat the snot out of them. Another encounter here coming up. I'll find one. Okay, so while they're leveling, folks, if people want to watch this disaster, so let's just hang out. We're done with the adventure for the night. Now we're doing downtime stuff. So the question is, Linder, you're going to make an Arcana roll here for your suggestion.
Correct.
Please. Roll away. You got
Huzzah.
it. You got it.
All right, now I can just drag the shield into my spell list, right?
Uh-huh. Should be able to.
Okay. All right, I got it.
Now, what else am I seeing messages here? Kirsten did a thing. Let me look at that in a second. And remember, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, okay, all right. And okay, so Karen, the rule of Rosh, we need to store the 5th level spell. Got that. Robert, you're going to send me a PM on your stuff. Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right. But they're leveling up. They're happy.
How do I code for an immunity?
What's it coming from?
Purity of body. I'm now immune to poison and disease.
I'll pull those over. I have the class and race effects, all that abilities, and I'll pull that into your class ability from my deal and put it in there, so it'll be coded. Yeah, those things. Don't worry about coding. I'll grab them all. So it's the items well. None of it. You just do your leveling up and choose whatever else needs to be chosen, and then I'll take it from there. So,
I don't think I have anything I need to choose.
What did you
I'll double
get?
Check.
What did you get? Purity of body? Is that what it is?
Yep. That's all I got.
You're immune to disease and poison. Yep. I will have that as an effect before next game. Easy to do.
Nice.
Wow, I've got a lot in this other book. Holy cow.
You're going to be busy.
Do you have any 5th level spells?
I've got loads of 5th level spells.
I mean, in the spell book.
Yeah, I've got loads of 5th level spells, actually.
Interesting.
I've got a Cone of Cold. I've got Conjure Elemental.
Conjure Elemental?
Yeah. Let's see.
You want to make a buddy for Philenial?
Yeah, we could do that.
I actually really want to kind of compare spell books. I have I have a spell book fragment that we got off that desk, if you remember.
Yeah.
That I ported into that room, and then I got this Kurith spell book. It's got a good number of spells in it.
Yeah, I've got the one I did the 1 lower level spell. That's where I got the suggestion. I've got Ice Storm to get out of there, and I've got Cone of Cold to get out of there.
I have Cone of Cold already, so that's a really cool spell. I've learned it from leveling. So I'd be interested in any of the higher level stuff, like 3rd, 4th, 5th level spells. If you,
yeah,
I don't think we can both learn them. I don't know how that works, but if there's anything that you already know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not either. I want to learn fly.
Yeah, there's a fly in here in Skiriana's spellbook, and I don't need it because I already have it. So
I have it in this spell book.
you'll be able to. Okay.
And so fly's a 3rd level. The Arcana check is 13. Is that what I gotta?
Yeah, DC 13 Arcana check.
This one. All right.
All right. So you said I can do higher level ones. They take the same roll?
All it says is that so it revolves reproducing. You must for each level of spell, the process takes 250 gold. The cost you can when you find a wizard spell, the first to hire, you can add it to your spell book if the spell level you can prepare. If it's something you can prepare, you can add it to your spell book if it is of a spell level you can prepare. So the higher levels,
we circumvented that somehow at some point because I had Fireball in my spell list before I could cast it. We got it out of a spell book.
Well,
you had to do something for it.
Well, I think it was it was the Arcana check. We may have done it. Well, if you've already done it, you've done it. You can't. Yeah. So because, I mean, I guess copying when you find a spell wizard or first, and you can add your spell, but if it's of a spell level, you can prepare, and if you can spare the time to decipher and copy it. For each level, you've got to do the DC. But I think we did just the DC. Was what we're doing is that you rolled the DC of knowing spell plus the higher level. So
okay,
yeah, I'm just gonna have to stay with that right now. So
all right. So do I need to roll for the higher spells? Or no?
Yeah, you do. If you're gonna try to copy them, yes.
Okay. All right. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to still.
What you do is if you do it from a scroll, you read one. You can, since it's from a scroll, you can actually cast it if it's a higher level. But if you don't make the DC, it just disappears. The scroll is destroyed, and you can't cast it. So,
right. All right. So this one's a level 4. So that would be DC 14.
Mm-hmm.
It's Ice Storm.
It's a nice spell. I have a greater invisibility in this spell book as well. I've already learned it, so if you want to try that one, I don't know if we can cross. Okay.
All right.
And I have
cold.
Evard's Black Tentacles, which looks like it's a pretty cool spell.
Yeah, I got that one.
Nice.
Quetzal, you need anything? Are you good?
No, I'm looking at feats currently.
Okay. All right.
Cone of Cold is level 5, so that'll be 15.
Brian, you okay?
Let's see. I gotta do some
math.
I'm
looking at feats.
Okay.
All right.
Well, while we're waiting, folks, don't forget, tomorrow night, Wednesday, Josh, Mech 45's Tales of Sanguine Isles. Thursday night is King Bashman with Tunnels of Yawning Portal. I'm back here Friday night with Waterdeep Dragon Heist with the Dinglings. We will not be streaming the Saturday groups get-togethers these next 2 weeks since we are premiering that show on October the 3rd at 9 o'clock here for GreyHawkCon 2020. But we hopefully will have some highlights from it. It'll be a lot of the role playing that they get to do to discover what the heck's going on and setting up the storyline for the Saturday game. And then we're back. Yeah. So we'll be going. Oh, on Thursday night so Thursday night will be session 2 for me over on Free League Publishing's channel, playing Destroy of Worlds, playing aliens. So trying not to get killed. We're so far so good. We almost lost one, but he dodged out of the way. It was a lucky roll he got, and he survived the alien attack. Took it out. Yes. Chaos 8. Josh, I asked you for t-shirt sizes. You did not get them to me. Did you? Yeah, Jeff, we'll raid in there. We'll raid into there again. So just remember to ping me. So, but if y'all are running long, don't worry about it. Just let me know, because Matt only runs a 2-hour session on his channel. So it's 9 to 11. So if you guys are still going strong and not stopping, then don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. I mean, we'll be fine. But yeah, he's running the sessions a little bit smaller. So I need to see how they've got, what their programming is, how they're doing, because he's got 3 or 4 new shows starting up for new channels coming onto there to stream. And we will be doing the same here down the line. We'll run an Aliens game over there.
Reminding you about?
The patch, and there was something else that you were. What did you get? Alchemist supplies.
That's right. That's the one I was thinking about.
And then apparently, what's the game? I bought it on Steam, but I forgot the game that y'all were talking about in channel. Among Us, was that it? Among Us. Okay, so apparently, it's a simple little Among Us. Okay, I don't mean simple, but it was only like a $5 game or whatever on Steam, but it's player co-op from like 4 to 10 people can play together, and apparently they want to play it on channel, because apparently it looks like you're trying to build a spaceship and blast off somewhere, but one of you is a killer, and I guess you're trying to kill everybody else while you're building a spaceship, running around doing stuff. Yeah, we'll play it. Apparently, Josh, yes, he's twisting my arm saying we need to play this on channel. So it sounds like game night. So maybe we get to a great whatever night we're not streaming, but that's pretty much almost completely almost every night now, getting close. But yes, it'll be game night, since Mandy won't do Minecraft Mondays, so with Mandy, so but when I was trying to paint, but we're doing you don't know Jack trivia, and what other games, plus we had Sanctuary that we've played a few times. Need to get back doing to that. But we need to have we need to have just like a game night. I'm going to guilt you, but I know you're not paying attention, because I'm not that scary. All right, what are you Arcana boys doing? Are you getting through this?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that, Jeff. I saw the new Jackbox was getting ready to be released. So I will buy that because I have them all. So, but we need to run that. We need to plan that. Maybe when the next Friday or Saturday game doesn't get together, we'll make it game night. We know we're going to miss, because coming up here, so scheduling, I will let the guys know we will not be playing the 29th. 2 weeks. We'll be off. So prepare.
We're not playing on the 29th?
The 29th will take off. I'll be prepping for the new show. I'm going to take that whole week off to make sure I'm in line because we're going to be premiering right behind Lord Gasumba with Luke Gygax and a few other people playing, and they're going to be, so the 29th, the Tuesday that week, I'm going to hold off playing anything that week. At least the 29th. We'll do the Friday show Uh, let me. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's 50-50. Hold on, I may change my mind on that.
You know, it's interesting. If you guys that are on this Twitch stream, if you haven't checked out Lord Gasumbo, he's got a pretty cool Greyhawk stream that he does, and if you haven't seen the maps that Anna Myers made, they're fantastic.
We'll be using them for the Saturday show that's coming up.
That's awesome.
Gave me permission to use them, so I've got Anna's maps involved for what's going to be happening on the new Slave Lords Greyhawk campaign. So it's what basically the new campaign for Saturday night's an all-female campaign that's basically Slave Lords and Greyhawk. Somewhat. It's definitely heavily modified, but that's what's going to be going on the Saturday show. But we'll see how we get close, because we got the 19th and the 26th, and we premiere the 3rd. Then we got programming up until what's going to happen here is last week in October, we will have Halloween week, regular shows, dressing up possibilities. But my understanding is that definitely the Friday night group will be dressed up on the 30th. The question I have to figure out, if we don't do Halloween in the neighborhood, then the Saturday female group will play. If we are doing Halloween, and I've got to see what's happening here, we are one of those neighbors, the houses that basically goes overboard with our house. And so I'm very gaudy with all the decorations and the sounds and everything, and the videos that are streaming out of the windows showing ghosts flying around and all that with the Atmos FX stuff. And so we would hold that night. But the problem is that the next week is Gamehole Con on November the 6th and 7th and 8th. And I have to figure out what my schedule is going to be producing that with Casey and Alex in the group. So I don't know what my scheduling, how we're going to play that out. I don't know how many shows it's going to be yet. We haven't had that sit down, so I don't know if by chance the Saturday group might get popped a couple of nights and weekends in a row because of scheduling conflicts. But we'll see. But that's basically the next couple of months coming up here. Possibilities of what will be affected, other than regular show misses if something comes up but somebody can't make it, things like that. But and then we got Christmas, God, and Thanksgiving. Just time is flying. We need to get 2020 over quickly.
Yeah, 86 2020.
Yeah, pretty
We're
much.
here,
Anyway, all right. What are we doing, gents? Anybody questions?
I'm reading the spell books that Linder put in the party sheet to
Y'all are
see if
trading,
there's anything
okay.
I could learn there. Yeah, we're
All right.
trading at that point.
Quetzal and Robert and Brian, have y'all chosen?
I took a feat.
Mine was
and,
pretty easy.
I chose a feat. Magic initiative.
I put the total gold cost of all my copying in the chat there.
Yeah, I try. Honestly, you just do what you roll them up, do what you can, take the cost out, subtract all your money. Please do. And then make sure your coins on y'all, if y'all are carrying them, whatever, that they sync up to what's on you.
For Linder and Kieran, I'm willing to subsidize the cost of your spell learning because it's going to benefit all of us. So, if you want, I'll give you both some gold.
Nice. Yeah, man. Trying to tally it up, but the spread, the party sheet gold turned out fairly nice. They gave me a couple of thousand that I didn't expect to have.
And there's a couple more things here. So some of the stuff that didn't sell, I'll go back through that there, but maybe some more gold coming y'all's way. Okay, so I need to go through that and see. Some of the stuff didn't translate out, and so I will determine what all that is, because there's some variables on that. They didn't have a hard sell on them. So
I think that that Yarrick spellbook is going to be a big sell. I think. That's all.
I
There's
just
a lot of
learned.
levels in there.
Yeah, I learned sending out of that spell book, and you know what I wanted sending for?
Mhm.
Haberdashery communication.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw the spell, I was like, "That's fantastic." I can
Yeah,
send
I've got this
I tried
item
that.
here. How about you gonna give it for me? All
Great.
that.
Yep.
Should
That-
I pick this up? Do you want it?
That's fantastic.
They get a busy signal.
I've-
Bzz, bzz, bzz,
I've
bzz.
tried to use sending from in the Undermountain before, and it hasn't worked.
Yeah, but it did now. Y'all did a.
Yeah, in a
it does
couple of
now.
places, as far as
Yep.
we know.
Y'all killed the thing that was causing that. Y'all didn't even know it.
Oh.
Y'all went right through it all and didn't even ask any of the stuff. Yeah. So I wasn't gonna ruin it, but there was something that was doing all that, and y'all went right through it and killed it. Didn't explore any of it.
Just tornado of swords and fireballs,
It was
pile
like-
driving everything.
Yeah, didn't ask any questions about why this was doing this way and all. Y'all just kill it. And I was like, oh, well, okay. Well, there went that little treat of the dungeon. Didn't give a damn.
Oh, was that the demon dude that had that weird thing on his head?
That was the Nothic that had the can on its head. Yes.
Yeah,
It was
that's it, yeah.
Hallister. It was Hallister's secretary. And
Oh,
it
Lord.
intercepted all messages and all sending spells inside the dungeon. And y'all
You
killed
get that one twice, Karen.
Yeah, that was nice.
I already have sending on my bard list, so I wasn't particularly upset about missing out on that one.
Once this, I added Duff. Hopefully we'll play tonight when the stream's over. Oh, okay. Yeah, call me. Yeah, okay. I didn't know we were doing. Okay, I wasn't catching this, guys. We're doing a game. Okay, so we're gonna play Among Us. Okay, all right. I got a little time. Give me a second to finish with the. We don't have a name. What did we call this group's name?
We were the Silver Swords of something.
Yeah, they're too serious with their naming. Waits patiently. Okay.
Duff, I just want to say thank you for Saturday, by the way.
Did everybody have a good time?
Yes, we all had a great time. Thank you.
Good. I was worried. So, yep. I'm glad.
This was the birthday.
Yeah, we ran it. Yeah, we ran Dibs and Penetrol Fortress. It's one that's been around for a while, but none of them, didn't know it. But their birthday, the birthday cake, the boys' birthday cake got stolen by some goblins, and they attacked a wagon.
Cool.
Yeah, and they had a little fun, and
Hell of a
his
birthday,
friends and a couple of their kids played too, and everybody was having fun. So, and almost killed a couple of them, but didn't happen. So. But I'm glad they enjoyed it. And doing that all in one big old, type Zoom call was, fun. Plus, most of it was theater of the mind. I had a couple of maps to show, diagrams, and that was about it. But it was fun. Yep.
My brother actually liked the pictures. He's used to everything just being theater of the mind when he's played. So
nice.
He was actually very excited about that.
Yeah, I was saying that's from Cobalt Press. Called Prepared and Prepared 2, I think, are the PDFs, and they actually have a download for it too, and they're simple one shots, and I think that's from Prepared 1. Simple little one shots, like 1.5 page one shots. So, but for the 3 hours, Buffalo, it worked out. Once y'all finally got into the wagon, it was taking a while to get through the wagon and get through that. It was kind of funny.
Well, thank you very much. I'm gonna take off now, and I
Be good, Robert.
hope you all have a good week.
Yep, we'll see you next week, buddy. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Everyone.
All right, spellcasters, how we doing?
I'm sorted on mine. I'm tallying up the costs.
Okay.
I did the level as well. I actually get a 6th level spell slot now, which is really, really awesome.
Yeah, you can level, or if we get to it, we can get the stream up early next week. I didn't know if timing for the East Coast guys.
Yeah, if you want to shut it down, that's fine. I've gotten the bulk of everything here together. I just
Are you done with the spell books that I put in the party inventory?
yes, thank you.
All right, I'll
I
put
put
them
mine
back
in there
in
as
my
well.
inventory then.
If you wanted to see, well, I think we can just sell them, right? Unless you don't want to.
I'm planning on selling them, and I don't see any new spells in the Carrot spell book.
There's a spellbook fragment there. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
I did not try to learn them all that were in the other two spellbooks. I just learned the ones I thought Kieran would be interested in. There's some cooler stuff there as well, but you know, Kieran's got a kind of a certain style.
Yeah, I don't particularly need anything out of those.
Yeah.
Are either you interested in my subsidizing on your spells?
That's totally unnecessary for me. I have way more than enough.
I am going to be okay, I think, but
I mean, I know you're okay, but I mean, I got plenty of gold on. So I mean, I'm willing to give you some because I know you had less than Wiz because we had a long head start on you. So I'm willing to share some wealth to help you out if you want.
I think it's good now. Obviously, if there's things in the future, you know, like that spell storing ring, that was fantastic option. So it's a good trade for that rod. To me, from Kieran's point of view, I mean, I agree with Josh earlier. That rod is amazing, but for Kieran, it's the spell slot. Basically, it's a extra fifth level spell slot. If I put a fifth level slot in there, right, so it can cap it, which is fantastic.
And other people, you could share it with other people too, if you wanted.
Yeah, other people can cast spells into it, so I could cast a fifth level spell into it, and then you could cast that spell later on.
That's fantastic.
As could I. I just realized that even though I don't use my spell slots for spells a lot, I can do the same thing.
Yep.
You know,
Yes,
it's actually that is pretty interesting. You have healing spells, right?
I have cure wounds. That's about it.
Yeah, but
I have a fifth level spell called Mass Cure Wounds, just like Linder does. So yeah.
Wow. That might even be a better idea if we ever had to save the party kind of stuff.
Yeah, do it as a backup. So you know, if any of the healers go down, then someone else's
Quite interesting.
possibility, according to the rules.
What level spell is Mass Cure Wounds?
Fifth.
So take up the whole thing. Interesting.
Yeah, but I mean that's kind of what I was looking for anyway. So the really cool part when he mentioned that spell storing ring, it could hold up to 5 levels of spells, which would be 1 fifth level spell. It's still a spell slot. Obviously, if you if you use it, you got to cast the 5th level in. But I mean,
But
you know, if
you
you
do that right before you take your long rests.
Yeah.
And you can use later on. Yeah.
it would give me a basically an extra 5th level spell slot to use, which is huge. Yeah, I got to figure out what's best to use on that one though. It could be nice to have a couple of cure spells in there, and
All right, while they're finishing up that, folks, it's 10:30. We're going to call the stream here, and we will see everybody back here tomorrow night for Tales of Sanguine Isles at 8 o'clock sharp. Be here, be square. So everybody, thanks for watching and hanging out with us, and we'll see y'all later. Take care.
Night, everybody.